Okay, we should be fine.
Oh god, so we're playing Fire Emblem.
We had this entire discussion literally yesterday.
I know, but it doesn't make it any better.
Cheryl, I don't know if I've ever seen the Aflac duck like this.
I love how he just replied 7 months later with "I lost." That's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, that Instagram post is pretty funny. That's how I imagine TJ. Should I build a wall in Minecraft to keep the zombies out?
What about
I don't know, but like every time you AFK,
you have to
it's
repair
murdered everybody.
I have to show a little restraint. I was so close to saying, "What the Mexicans just hop it?"
What?
You're horrible.
Is now the time to point out that we are actually live?
Oh shit! Hi guys.
Zelfie being racist live, so everyone can see.
Frame one racism. Kind of a drip.
Someone say drip?
Drip.
Drip?
Drippa.
Again, Zelfie, it's only funny when Cheryl does it.
You know what? Shut the fuck up, you inclusive.
Yeah, you know, drip is kind of my thing. You know, Zelfie, you can have cat boys. Meow, meow, meow.
I'm gonna fucking murder you too.
You're king of the cat boys.
Well, this is off to a great start.
This bitch love cat boys. Yeah, meow, 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 meow. Cat boys, baby. Yeah.
Oh, hello, stream. Today we're playing Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. We've been doing so for I think like 45 other parts.
We are on real life month 7 this as of March.
Oh my god, 7 fucking months. Let's make it 8, baby. Woo!
Don't threaten me. This bitch love cat boys. Meow, meow, meow.
What the fuck?
Hi, Kaz.
Wow.
Please tell me you heard that.
I felt my soul leave my fucking body.
Please tell me you heard that, Kaz.
That was great. Anyone else a fan of cat boys?
Alright. Unfortunately, we actually need to play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
No, we don't.
Well, in theory, we could just sit on this screen forever and talk, but...
That's what we usually do.
It is what we usually do. We were halfway through a chapter last time. Damn, I guess this means I have to stop playing Leg. That's terrible.
Like you were last time when you with the flute?
I was not playing Leg last time.
You were gaslighting us. It was you.
I was not playing Leg last time. I was playing Smash Bros. There's a difference.
Oh my fucking god. I don't care. If I hear that damn fucking flute, all hell's breaking loose.
Hello, Sev. You are not late. We literally just started.
You're late.
Yeah, like it doesn't even matter if you're late, because what progress are we making? I mean, we did actually not die last stream, but like
the past 7 months of playing this.
I mean,
yeah, have we really learned? Have we even learned anything about ourselves? No.
We learned that you can get away with war criminals if you are Jesus. War crimes if you are Jesus. That's about it.
Akaya probably endorsed colonizers spreading out blankets with smallpox to indigenous people.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
Okay, that's a bit excessive to say.
Mia, what was that thing Mia said last time about the Catholic Church? I don't think it was excessive at all.
I was about to say, Mia's not allowed to pull up the double standard, because when she says it, it's funny, but when Vin says it, it goes too far.
I didn't even say anything that goes too far. It's literally true.
So was mine.
Yeah, but yours has to do with, like, yours is recent, so it's more.
I
it's
forgot
more
you guys were all Americans, and therefore you're not allowed to insult the church. Isn't that
America's not
punishable by
What?
death down there, or?
We are not
America's,
even.
America's
Huh?
not even fucking Catholic. We're mostly Protestant. No one gives a fuck about the Pope.
Who cares about
Especially since he's from
religion?
South
This is
America.
2022, bro.
Mia making more excuses again, as always.
Yeah, Mia,
Not
let's talk about
only
the
that, but
politics of your country.
stereotyping. You know,
Look, I
that's
have a very
all.
low opinion of Americans right now.
Okay, Texas isn't real America.
What about all
Yeah,
the
you
other
know,
states that are doing the same
Yeah,
shit?
we sold it back to Mexico.
South Dakota's not a real state either.
So what the hell? Well, I guess you guys are trying to avoid it.
Florida's also not a real state, so
No,
if you
Florida
can
isn't
find
a real
state
state. We've known that for a while. I think the entire Bible Belt is pushing shit like this.
Oh, wow. Mia insulting my home. I'll let you know that
Isn't it a red state?
Georgia's actually a purple state.
I
Bitch,
thought
the
you
fuck
lived in
does that?
South Carolina.
Oh, well, I grew up in, like, for the first 16 years of my life in Georgia.
Okay.
But South Carolina, Georgia's a purple state because we have a lot of minorities.
So what you're saying is all the white people vote Republican and all the minorities don't?
Look, yes. Actually, no. A lot of, minorities vote for Democrats unless you're a Cuban, in which case you can burn in hell. Because they're all conservatives. So if you're white or Cuban, you are a Republican.
Alright. What if you live in, like, Atlanta, or I suppose you guys have other big cities, but Atlanta is literally the only one I can name.
Atlanta is very blue. Atlanta's, like, very Democrat.
I remember seeing a map that was pretty much just showed that all the urban areas are blue and all the rural areas are red.
Well, yeah, there was this map, and it was it was showing like all the areas that were like, it was showing the electoral map, but like it was based on like population density, and someone was like, look at all of the America that voted Republican for last election, but yet we still got Biden, and it's just showing that all the Republicans live in like rural areas and all the Democrats
middle of
live in
fucking nowhere.
Yeah, I'll try
Yeah.
and find it.
This is true. I would know. I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this is where you belong. Away from
Okay.
Steph
society.
says most of the Cubans that they know in Florida actually voted Biden. So the more you know.
Well, let me look up a list.
Now I remember seeing a map, and someone under it was like, "This is why we need the Electoral College, because otherwise you would never get a Republican president." And I'm like,
voting.
what's the downside then?
Here, this is from. Okay, not saying you're wrong, Seth, but I wanted to look at the data. So it said 58% from October 2020. 58% of Cubans voted Republican, while 38% voted Democrat. While 65% of non-Cuban Hispanics vote Democrat, while 32% vote Republican.
Wouldn't Cubans have like a big reason to not vote against the people that are continuing to or vote with the people that are still tariffing Cuba? Not tariffing, embargoing, that's the word. Aren't you guys still doing that to Cuba?
Because the Cubans that immigrated here, the people who wanted to run away from the communists.
Right.
So they're let me look up. Oh yes, population density election map 2020. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, no, that's not really what I want. This map doesn't give me an eyesore, so I'll use this. Posted it in stream tests.
The sound of the
I'm glad we actually started the chapter before 30 minutes into the stream.
Only because of last time.
So true.
Only because we started the
Okay,
chapter last
let me
time.
change this. At least we started the game 30 minutes before we started the stream.
Yeah, we're actually, like, going. I'm just throwing
Okay.
to barn at things, but...
I mean, I'm not looking at the game or literally anything related to the stream right now, but I'm glad that it's moving forward.
Well, Seb, I would hope you don't associate with Republicans, so...
Yeah, imagine associating with Republicans.
Yeah. I mean, Selfie's basically a Republican.
Basically.
He is the Zodiac Killer, so...
I don't know what that has to do with being a Republican, but sure.
I'm sure the Zodiac Killer would support laws that effectively kill people.
No. Maybe the Zodiac Killer should have targeted Canadians instead of whatever.
Maybe the Zodiac Killer was the friends we made along the way.
Like, the scariest part about the Zodiac Killer was that he didn't target a specific group of people. He just killed because he liked
That he was a ginger.
No, spree killers are fucking scary.
What that demographic is, the Trump campaign literally playing funny for Latinos for Trump was... You know, if I was Hispanic, I just wouldn't vote for Trump, though. But I'm better than everyone else, so that's why. Remember when Trump held up a LGBT flag and was like, I love gay people?
I remember that only because a person who shall not be named that we all know showed that for literal years as proof that he actually did, even against all evidence to the contrary.
Who? Oh, was this redacted?
It's who you were thinking of.
Based redacted?
Well, a person with an H name, like Hillary Clinton.
Based
Yes.
redacted.
It is who we are all thinking of.
I'm thinking of your mom.
Wandering redacted.
Anyway,
Shut up.
the Tabarn game plan is going well.
What is the Tabarn game plan? Not lose?
I've thrown Tabarn at the enemies and they are all dying.
Wow. Anyone else not hating gay people? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we all don't hate gay people in here except for Zelfie.
Yeah, I hate everyone,
Clients,
especially gay people.
God, literally anyone who's like, oh, I'm not homophobic, I hate everyone equally, is the most insufferable piece of shit you will ever meet.
Tev, what's your job?
They sell people rocks.
Wait, like unironically?
Oh, so like astrology?
That's not what rocks are, you fucking idiot.
I'm fucking around.
No, I don't think you are.
I'm
If Seb
fucking around.
If Seb is a woo-woo crystal mommy, though, that's kind of based. Did you guys see the tweet that was like the reason Putin is someone was like, don't someone posted on TikTok, they were like, don't hex Putin. He is clearly
one
an
of y'all
expert in
posted that in our memes channel, and I think I died a little inside reading it.
that was funny. I think that was me. It's like he's clearly very invested in numerology, attacking Crimea on the 8th of October, or the 8th of the 8th month in 2008, and the 22nd day of the 2nd month in 2022. He's clearly very, very skilled in magics, and I'm like, okay.
Do you guys want to hear something rich?
Sure.
China is condemning the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Is this? I thought they were didn't say anything about it.
According to my mom, they're condemning it, but only because Russia said at the Olympics that they wouldn't be doing it. My first instinct was just, China is not allowed to condemn any sort of invasion of a foreign power.
What country has China invaded?
China kind of has two within their borders,
Which ones?
Tibet, for starters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess in Hong Kong, yeah.
Tibet and Hong Kong. I never know how to say this one. Xinjiang? That one? That's not
Oh my god,
entirely
yeah,
a
I
country.
can't pronounce
Let's-
it properly.
let's-
That's so discriminatory.
The place where they're putting people in concentration
The
camps.
leaders, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also sort of their deal with Taiwan.
My political science professor seems to think that China's going to use this time to invade Taiwan, which seems unlikely, but maybe.
God. Some of your politicians still want to invade Canada to help those poor, helpless neo-Nazis.
Look. Candace Owens should be president.
It was
have her
Lauren,
first-
whatever the fuck her last name is.
Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, her.
You get her name correct.
No, fuck her.
True.
I mean, Mia, I don't think you want to fuck her. She's
I
really
don't
into
want to
guns.
fuck her. I meant screw. That doesn't work either, actually.
No, I don't want to fuck her. Just screw her.
Same deal, now that I think of it. I'm just saying,
Whenever
I hope
people
her
are-
favorite book gets made into a movie, and the characters in it look nothing like how she imagined them.
That's pretty evil.
It happened to me recently, and I was very upset.
What movie?
The book, well, it was some sort of like HBO show, so it's probably terrible. But the book's called
Yeah.
One of Us is Lying, and it's quite good.
I agree. Zelfie's lying.
Selfie's always lying, especially when he says he's
Always.
clicking protect.
Zelfie is sus.
Dude, Zelfie is such a fucking gaslighter. He's when he says I'm clicking protect and he actually does, he says, "Why the fuck did you attack me? I told you I was clicking protect." And then when he doesn't click protect, you guys are like, he's like, "You guys
And
are
then
so
he's like,
stupid.
"You're
You
so
just believe me whenever I click
stupid." And I'm
protect."
like, what am I supposed to do?
You see, the
pro
real
tip
answer is just to
ignore
do
him.
exactly
Do
what
what you
Zelfie
want.
wants when he wants it, but he never communicates this. He
No,
just gets mad for
I
not
think
doing
the
it.
real thing is just to attack him every turn, but he won't like that.
True.
True.
Wow, no response.
Yeah. I don't have a
Bitch.
response.
He knows
Hey.
I'm right.
I mean, sure. Well, no, that's not necessarily true.
I mean,
You can attack me
my
every
God.
turn. But at that point,
Anyway, that's enough politics for today. How was your guys' days? Can you guys hear me again?
I can hear you.
Right.
Mia, are
Cheryl,
you
thank you for having been subscribed for 13 months with Prime, 7 of which we've been playing
August.
Radiant Dawn for.
Do you get anything from a Prime subscription?
I
I
don't
got to
see
use
any money
Soren.
from this. I don't make enough for Twitch to give it to me.
So do they just hold it until then, or do you never see the money?
She has to become a partner, I think, and then she can get paid.
Seth says, I never got the money to do this, but one of the guys I knew would fly to Thailand to get cheap but great quality kunzite from the miners, then fly to another country, forgot which one, and sell it for hundreds more per carat to the high-end jewelers because it's scarce and all the celebs wear it. That's sort of what I wanted to do originally, but I don't have the money for planes or bodyguards. Yeah, I don't think Thailand would be a first choice for me.
Oh, you have a problem with Southeast Asians?
I have a problem with Thailand, apparently.
What's wrong with Thailand? I got good food.
They do. I saw a video about how, like, there was some sort of police ring that were killing tourists in Thailand, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go here.
Oh, that's a little bit of a...
Now Mia just believes whatever she sees online, huh?
I mean, you're into true crime, too.
This is true. I do believe everything I read online. How else am I supposed to validate my opinions?
Mm-hmm.
True.
But no, if that is really true, then I'm thinking, maybe I don't want to go there.
I agree.
I like how Finn on this show is one of those people who sees anything mentioned ever and is like, wow, because you didn't explicitly say that must mean you hate this group of people.
Well,
or this
because it's
thing.
funny. So yes.
Like those people who are like, you'll be like, oh, I think this, and they're like, oh, so you must hate, like, thing that was not explicitly mentioned in the post because you like this.
What? What? Are you reading me? Is it because I'm gay?
Really?
Oh, I expected better from you.
So it says they have more interesting and less legal stories about stuff like that, but no, they want you to DM them for that. Anyway, Operation Throw to Barn at the enemy is working out great. As a question, Zelfie, is it possible to take perma-shift off of these two and give it to, like, Liar?
No. I believe it is stuck to them.
That would be really funny. Really pointless, but really funny. Like, imagine a perma-shifted Liar doing.
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Well, Kaz, as far as I last checked, you do actually hate all 3D Pokemon games except Legends, so...
What is the definition of a 3D Pokemon game? Is Platinum 3D?
No.
No, it's like XY
A
onwards.
3D
They're the main
art
series
style.
Pokemon games that use 3D graphics and not just, like, 2D graphics with
Not just
occasional
sprite
3D
work.
effects. So models are not sprite work.
So pretty much
I think
everything.
we should cancel. I think we should cancel people who don't like XY now.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
think
why
we
it's
should
great.
cancel people who like XY.
What if I'm indifferent towards XY?
Then why would you bring this up?
Clearly, they
Kaz
just
brought
want
it
to instigate between me and Selfie again.
Because
No,
we
that's-
want to be problematic on the internet.
Listen, Finn, you know you don't have to do that because we do that on our own.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
even
only a matter of
instigating
time until we
anything.
start arguing by
Yeah, you
ourselves.
fucking bitch.
No, I'm
Stop trying
not.
to instigate us.
I'm not instigating. I think you're just a pussy.
Alright, now Tabaran goes over here. Man,
Did
this sure
anyone
is
else
easy
see
when you
BS
just
stream?
throw Tabaran at your problems. And now we'll come down here and kill these guys. I should have done this from the fucking start. Alright. Oh, there's more this way, okay. There's a lot more this way, holy hell. Maybe I'll send Ranulf as well. And Taronio. Just to try and make this go a little faster. Have you done much of the new update for Leg, either of you?
No, I haven't. I
I have
haven't gotten
not.
around to it.
I haven't either, because I'm trying to 10-star all, or rank 10 all the Pokemon so I can get the shiny charm first. I mean, it seems interesting. Apparently, mass outbreaks get better. I'm just, like, very pleasantly surprised that they put out a free update with actual content.
What's even in it? They added, like, a battle hall area.
Battle Hall area, a little bit more story, apparently, and, like, a mass outbreak thing.
I see.
They also put an indicator for if an outbreak has, like, alphas on it. Which is
Neat.
cute. Like, it's more than I would have expected out of Pokemon for, like, a free content update, you know?
Right.
And then... No, I guess I'll open this up to chat. Spoilers inbound, but chat, what are you hoping for out of Gen 9? And you guys as well.
Gen 9? I don't know. A decent game?
Man, the bar
Yeah,
is
that's
on the
basic-
floor.
I hope full Dex comes back. I did say I was a huge fan of the Dex cut in Gen 8. In Gen 8. I was also a fan of the limited Dex of Legends of Arceus, but I'm wanting to like return to like having all the Pokemon in the game. That'd be neat.
Unfortunately, they've already confirmed that you can only transfer specific Pokemon into Gen 9, so...
Or just the dumbest shit ever.
I mean, I don't mind Dex in practice. I think in theory it's kind of dumb, but...
I don't know. I just feel like if the mons are already in another game that's home accessible, just make them all transferable.
You know. I also just think it's nice to make each meta a little bit different that way, because, well, until they've ruined it with the Crown Tundra anyways, but...
Yeah, well...
Like, I understand why they put the legendaries in the game, in the Crown Tundra, but... God damn, it really brought the metas back to exactly where they were. Yeah, Sprigatito needs to stay on 4 paws. If it goes bipedal, I will fucking riot.
I wanted to go bipedal, just like to fuck all of you guys.
Just because I think everybody who is not Zelfie, whose opinion counts for anything, wants it to stand 4 legs.
I mean, it's not the fact that it goes on 2 legs. I just think the design needs to be fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Unlike
and not
Incineroar.
complete fur bait.
But the
Like,
problem is it's gonna be fur bait.
Incineroar
Yeah, this is like
All
I don't
the
know.
starters since like what Incineroar, then all 3 of the Gen 8 starters end up being fur bait.
They're not fur bait. And Rillaboom is not fur bait. It's literally just a fucking monkey.
You
Yeah,
underestimate
no,
the power
You're
of
gonna
furries
go
just
to
like
a
you
like
zoo,
are.
them
look at
monkeys.
you're gonna go to a zoo, look at a chimpanzee, and be like, "Yeah, God really made this a fur bait mod, didn't it?" That's you. That's literally you.
I'm
First
speaking
of
from
all,
someone who actually has
Rillaboom is
seen
a
people
gorilla.
You're the
get
type of
like.
person who looks at a fish and be like, "Yeah, people want to fuck that."
I mean, people want to fuck everything.
Not
Finn
me, but-
constantly references that guy who wants to fuck his car.
Yeah. It's literally a monkey. It's not fur bait. You need to get your head out of your ass.
Unfortunately, I have seen people who do perceive it as such, who actually do want to.
Yeah, you also have people who think it's okay to cuck Aloise, so...
Yeah, so right people.
Oh, so now you approve of cucking. I see what type of person you are.
Y'all are so fucking weird.
But no, Rillaboom is the least fur baity of the starters by far, but unfortunately I have seen people be horny over it.
Well, people will be horny over everything. It doesn't mean it's fur bait.
Well, the other 2 definitively were. Incineroar definitively is.
Okay, Cinderace for sure. Inteleon, maybe.
I feel like Inteleon was not intentional fur bait, but it just ended up looking like a
Inteleon
Rexona.
wasn't intentional. Inteleon's that... I low-key, really like Inteleon now. It's really grown on me.
It's I don't know.
I resent that I have to
design
play it
itself
because I
isn't
hate
the
its
worst thing
design,
ever,
but
it's just like, oh, why does Solid Evolve do this?
The TCG has had its influence on me.
yeah, like I still hate its design. I'm numb to it in the TCG sense because it's a useful card, but otherwise I'm just like, fuck that mod. Not in that way.
I like the VMAX a lot too. I like how he just goes on top of his giant tail.
I know. But yeah, it's like... I guess you could maybe make an argument with Delphox, but I feel like that's more unintentional. Oh, fucking hell.
I can't see what's happening.
Did someone die?
No, Ranulf untransformed at the worst possible time.
Let's go.
Which means... Can anybody else see me as streamer? Is it just me?
It do be malfunctioning.
Yeah, you should
Okay,
restart
it
your
still
stream.
said I was streaming, so...
Well, I
needed to restart
think
it.
it's just a Discord stream. Oh, now it's working.
Yeah.
Also, okay, topic on Gen 9. Since they have confirmed it's going to be an open world game, should we have the gym order be in any order we want? Topic. Discuss.
I think it's gonna be a lot easier if they streamline it a little.
Yeah.
Like make it sort of like Kanto. Like maybe you do the first 2 gyms in order, but like after that it starts to open up and give you more branching paths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll hear
I
if
feel like having
that sounds
an
like a
ordered-
pretty good idea.
I feel like having
Like,
an
just do it
ordered
like
gym
Kanto.
system is nice, because then it lets you have like a sense of progression in terms of the leaders and their personalities. Like, one thing I did really like with Galar is how it's implied they have some sort of gym leader tournament every year to figure out which 8 gym leaders are going to be the ones to challenge. So there's like an actual hierarchy baked into it, and a reason why you were challenging them in X order, which I thought was quite neat. However, I hate that it's always like rock type gym first, dragon type gym last. Can we stop doing that, please?
Dragon type last is sick as
True.
fuck though, so fuck you.
Like, imagine dragon type first because it resists all 3 starter types.
Yeah, but like you don't get any of the cool dragon types that early.
You get Gumi.
You don't get Gooby that early.
Well, it's that early in terms of like, if it's an open world game, I can get Gumi as early as I fucking want.
I mean,
Assuming
debatably.
that we can get Gumi in the game.
They could also sort of do like an open world thing, but sort of like Galar, where
Yeah.
they have like if you consider the wild area in Galar, that's basically split into 2 parts. You have the top half that leads to like the top half of the world, and then the bottom half, which is where you started, and they lock you out of that top area at first.
Yeah.
It'll
I don't know,
probably be
like, I
something
would be
similar
fine
like
with an
that.
open world game with a fixed gym order as well. We don't even know they have gyms so far, but I'm hoping they do.
I hope they take their lessons from the Sword and Shield DLC, where they realize, oh shit, you can just have the player run around this giant open area and have them do or find random shit. That would be cool.
No, I think Sword and Shield will go down as a necessary failure. Like, they were necessary for what came next to happen, but they weren't that great.
All things considered, Sword and Shield were a success, but, you know.
They were fine. They're not terrible, but they're just not great. Oh, there is a league? We already know there's a league?
There is a league.
I also would really like to see them, and I know they won't do it, is mixing gyms with, like, trial Pokemon. And maybe having gyms be built around Pokemon you find in X area, while having the trial Pokemon represent a type.
I feel like they wouldn't do that for here. Because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a very Spain thing to, like, have worshipping deities.
I don't know. Like, my one issue with the idea of open world and open world mixed with gyms is that you can just travel around the region to get X Pokemon with a type thing, whereas, like, Fantina, for example. Part of the reason Fantina is so hard in Platinum, especially, is because you're forced to fight her before you've accessed any dark types.
I think when they say open world, I don't think it's going to be as quote-unquote open world as everyone's thinking, like, oh, you can run around literally anywhere. I think it's going to be more like, I guess a good example is like Xenoblade, where they're going to have, like, these cities in between, like, big landmark areas that you're going to be able to go through.
Yeah, basically, like that's cool.
Just imagine if they cut down on, like, all the routes and they added, like, a shit ton of wild areas. And then maybe they add, like, quote-unquote mini dungeons, which are, like, caves and forests and shit. They could go into.
We need dungeons back. Sword and Shield had literally no dungeons, and it was depressing as hell.
Yeah, can we... Well, I guess open world will help fix routes, but yeah, can we have good routes back?
Yeah. Alright, Zelgius! Where is Zelgius? Do you think you can hide him? That man must be... punished.
Sorry to disappoint you, ma'am, but Zelgius is my prey. There's no chance I'm passing him on to the likes of you.
Did you just ma'am me?
Ma'am, this is a battlefield.
Well, now you die.
Shaw, dude, I'm fucking Tiborn.
I wonder if Valtone will get a hit.
Wait, that shit looked powerful.
That looks... It's only doing 18 damage, but... Oh, it missed. Well, it looked powerful.
Should get wide lens. Eat.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind it in the Legends setup, where it's like you have specific open areas that have objectives in them, but it seems like they're going more open than that. Yeah, imagine like a 10-second animation just for it to do no damage. Zelgius.
Did you win yet?
Well, we killed the boss.
It's route. That may or may not stop the reinforcements. I don't remember enough about this game to know that.
I mean, I don't think we're really in danger of any reinforcements with Tibarn, to be honest.
No, but it makes the chapter take longer.
Yeah. We also got like a shitload of reinforcements out of the way last time.
Anything else? Nope. Well, it'd be so cool if your toaster had a fast forward option right now.
Mm-hmm.
Does it not?
Another thing I want out of Gen 9
You just
is
refuse to use it.
I mean, I want them to put Torkoal and Maractus in Gen 9, obviously, for starters.
Yeah, what the fuck? They should have Maractus in the reveal trailer. What the hell is wrong with them?
Mm-hmm. And if they can justify putting a cactus in England... Wait, what the fuck happened? Tibarn, why are you dead?
Like, oh, because that's a crossbow guy, and he's weak to, crossbows because he's a flying unit?
Wait,
Right.
you have to use
Well, he's
stars?
dodged all of them. They all have like 12% hit rates.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean that the one dude that was gonna hit him isn't.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Mia, when she loses to,
Back to the
One.
battle save.
Can't die yet. I can't leave things this.
Yeah. Oh, the crossbow
Oops.
crit as well, just to ensure that Tabarn was going to die. Awesome.
Oh, cool. I'm glad none of us were paying attention and Stream Chat has her back.
Thank you, chat. No. But hey, you know what? We don't know about the fate of God or Maractus so far, but hey, we've got Viper back.
I'm guessing God will be
important.
back. Like, it's a Dropmon. Dropmon's
Yeah.
really kind of key.
No, I would say they always bring the weather back, but it took them a while to bring like a Bomb of Snow and Auroras back.
Hmm.
But no, if they can justify putting a cactus in England of all places, they can justify putting a cactus in Spain.
Definitely.
If not, you ready for our currently 2-mon meta of Stondrene versus Maractus? Or not Maractus, Viper.
Dude, I hope they buff Viper in some way.
Literally just give it like plus up to 80 speed and it would be fine. It would be like Absolute if it had 70
Wait, hold
speed.
up. Viper BST. Is it close to 500?
Right, we don't want to get Cryogonalt here.
It's only 458. They could give it a sizable buff.
Yeah, just give it like a reasonable speed stat and it would be fun. For OU. It's okay in Gen 7 UU.
Yeah,
And I expect it to be
solid.
okay in Gen 8 UU as well. Or 9, I guess. Yeah, no, I like the new textures.
God. Wait, what if they update God's textures so it looks like more of a turtle? Based?
Let's go!
Mia, we need the Discord stream.
Right. Yeah. No, it's always exciting and terrifying with Dexit, trying to like scan the trailers until we find God. And other shitmons, but mostly God.
I feel like it would be a very funny tragedy. In the next, like the first big trailer for this game, the first shitmon is like in DD.
I would honestly be more upset with Mola coming back, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, let's not discuss Mola.
Especially because there's a non-zero chance they randomly give Mola flip turn.
Oh no, they're 100% gonna give them on flip turn, and it's gonna be cancer.
Is flip turn one of those DLC moves?
Yeah.
I wonder if that has any effect on like us actually seeing those moves again.
Oh, they'll be there. They'll be fine.
Hopefully.
I mean, I could do without expanding force coming back, in all honesty.
Uh-huh.
But no, if they give Mola flip turn, we're banning it. Oh,
Yes,
here's
they're
another crossbow guy.
Bitches.
Never mind, Silverbow. See, 23 hit. Yeah, a new Ludicolo form would be fun. I want to say, like, more regional forms of shitmons would be cool, but they all seem to evolve at Overquill.
Absculin.
Mm-hmm. Like, Galarian Stunfisk is cool. It's nice that we have exactly one regional form, and it's to fucking Stunfisk.
Hey, Gunfisk is heat.
Is there not a Alolan one?
No. No, there's no shitmon Alolan form, period. Whether it evolves or not. But, like, we could have gotten Galarian Corsola, but instead we got Cursula. Which I'm fine with, because I don't think Galarian Corsola would be that good without either Eviolite or Regen, but... I am very upset about not getting Hisui and Quillfish.
Yeah, we've heard.
I know,
If
you will
a
continue to
DD's
hear. It's my stream and I can do what I want.
If a DD's a problem, just ban a DD, smile.
It's not enough of a problem to ban, though.
Yes, it
Also,
is.
you're just gonna passively aggressively hate it, and then hate other Pokemon when they don't feel the demands of the Pokemon you don't want to ban in your fake tier.
It's not ban-worthy, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Then there's no reason to complain about not getting Quillfish.
Well, you complain about Tapu Koko all the fucking time.
Yeah. This is different.
Why is it different when you do it, huh? Because you're a man?
I don't binge my hate on the other Pokemon. Because there's nothing I can do about Tapu Koko about Raw Mega Camera. You can choose to ban a DD or like not care enough about it. You have the power to fix the problem.
Yeah. It's not necessarily broken enough to need a like that kind of fix, but Hisuian Quillfish would be nice. We've got like Spiritomb, we've got Audino, we've got Lunatone, we've got a lot of actually quite good checks.
Yeah, see, we don't need Quillfish.
But it would be nice.
Overquill is cool.
No, it's not. It's a stupid.
Yes, it
it's a
is.
stupid looking mod.
He's so funny.
Cheryl,
Who?
back me up here.
Overquill is so funny. I love it.
Okay, look, I like Overquill's design, but its existence offends me because we could have easily had like goated Assyrian Quillfish and Shitmons, and it hurts. It just really hurts.
It's not
Yeah, Zelfie-
Overquill's fault. That's Game Freak's fault.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
fuck-
more fun to blame Overquill because also it looks stupid.
It
Yeah,
does.
You don't play.
It's just a puffed up pufferfish.
Yeah.
It's
Speaking of
ingy.
looking stupid, I finally sent Hisui and Lilligant into battle today because I needed to use some moves, and
You finally used it.
oh my god, I've never been more disappointed in my life. It just looks so unnatural in battle.
Why did they make another grass fighting type after making
Yeah.
Decidueye? It literally doesn't make sense. That is
Yeah.
one mod that is
We have too many
that's
grass
one mod
fighting
that's
types.
actually appropriate to get mad at. Because
Or
they
just
literally
make a
just made
regional.
another.
Why don't you just make a regional Sarina form?
Yeah,
Sarina
like,
actually looks
it's
like it would be a
worse.
fighting mod.
It's like a knockoff Serena that also debuted in the same gen as a literal grass fighting starter.
Yeah.
Like that would be like if Emboar and Blaziken came out in the same gen, and Emboar was not a starter and was just a random thing you could find.
I mean, to be fair, they did the same exact thing Gen 7 fucking Decidueye and Delmise. And they
True.
also made Delmise intolerably unaccessible.
That poor mon.
That one's so cool.
It is, and if it had 15 less base stat total, it could be a Shitmon, but no.
Just
Yeah, that
versus
mod would be immediately banned.
It would be, but it would be fun to use in like the two minutes before we banned it.
Yeah, like Mia, what reasonably switches into Poltergeist and Shitmons?
Poltergeist didn't exist in Gen 7, but now we have like none. We struggle with Poltergeist 2. Do you think we can handle Poltergeist Delmise?
Just stop running items, forehead.
Well, we are running no item comfy now to check Poltergeist 2.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's literally so weird when I go back and look at like modern Smogon analysis. I just see no item, and I have to like sit there and wonder
Yeah.
why for a second.
It's especially prevalent in the lower tiers where stuff like
Yeah, I was
Golurk
gonna
is
say
running
like
around or
an
Golurk.
NU. Yeah. Fucking Golurk.
Golurk is so
Outside
big.
of Golurk, I feel like Gourgeist got the biggest glow up from Poltergeist, which is really nice.
No, Gourgeist doesn't need Poltergeist. It just needs Dauntless Shield and Harvest. Am I right?
That
True.
was
Hey,
God.
That-
Sev is
that-
suggesting a fire water Pokemon based on seafood paella, or Paella.
yes, give us more fire water types.
more. We have one.
We have a
Volcanion.
Volcanion.
Oh right. Yeah, that mod doesn't count. That mod doesn't exist.
It actually does. It's in Gen 8 and
Volcanion's
therefore it
beast.
exists.
You're right.
I think it's
I
like
like-
A minus in OU.
Dude, I
actually.
always think
It
about
goes
how
hard.
cool water fire typing would be, and then like legit just forget Volcania exists.
Yeah, it's
all
such
the
a cool
time.
typing that got wasted on its first thing just being like a weird turtle with a donut on its back.
Like
Hey,
you would
it's not
think,
weird.
I mean, when you think of like a fire or water, you think, oh, you know, it'll be like this cool like maybe flaming fish. It
Like
sounds kinda cool.
Leviathan.
Yeah,
with
something
fire.
like that. And then you get Volcanian, who is thematically correct. He's like a fucking random ass steam engine, I guess, but also.
And there's a couple typings that I feel like just got wasted on very underwhelming Marns. Like, do we have a normal fighting type?
No.
Beware.
Oh, we do have Beware. Right.
We have
And
Megalopody.
Very cool.
Beware's fine, but
Megalopody is fine.
No, Megalop is
my favorite.
Megalop is cool as hell. Shame it doesn't exist anymore.
Shame it's furry bait.
It's not true.
Thanks, Cass, for clipping how Tabarn died so we can see. But yeah, or I don't know. I feel like Grass Fairy could have gotten a lot better than Whimsicott as its only rep.
Bulu should have gotten play rough.
Bulu got fucking robbed.
You know what
I
was
remember in
so
the Gen 8 leaks or some shit. It
Yeah,
was supposed to
imagine
be
Grassy
rough.
Glide Bulu. That would be awesome.
And
we
then
had
it just
Gen 8
didn't.
leaks of all the Pokemon that were getting new movesets as soon as the first DLC launched. And that was before we had all the new Pokemon.
But no, it said stuff
had,
like Expanding Force Lele or Rising
Yeah.
Voltage Coco or Classic
it
Glide
had
Bulu.
DD Chomp in there.
I guess
to be
King
fair,
gets a
is
big
not
hunk
much
of a
different
fuck
from
you
Skill
again,
Shot.
but
Yeah. It had DD Chomp in there. That's probably the funniest one.
yeah. I mean, Chomp gets DD now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does get... Well, no, it has Scale Shot plus SD, which is pretty much DD.
Yeah, that's DD and everything but name.
Hey, at least we got DD Kieran Black.
Oh my god.
Yep, it's finally over again.
Kieran Black is such a war crime.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's cool.
It is cool, but it's also a war crime.
No, it's not.
You're a
hater.
No, I'm a war criminal.
The Thwacky line and shit get mega carried by Grassy Glide being in around.
Yeah.
Like, Rillaboom was what? RU before Grassy Glide?
Yeah, something like that. It was okay, sort of fast grass type. It had decent coverage.
And then it got Glide, and now it's so good that for a while fucking Grookey was seeing use in ZU until Thwacky dropped.
Not too much.
Enough to be
CB...
noteworthy though, right?
I mean, it's one of those things that you note in the history books, just like that one time Flareon was actually usable in OU.
Yeah. Like, it's not necessarily that it was super good, but it was enough to be an asterisk. Like that one time Flareon was ever usable in OU.
It's a stretch, but sure.
Sev says, imagine Victreebel, but it's a giant fire poison type spicy pepper. And that sounds awesome.
Well, that sounds like another pepper Pokemon we may be getting in the future.
Yeah, I suppose that could turn fire poison. I don't know. My bet is Grass Dark, Fire Ground, and then Water Flying.
I think this is going to be the first time in literally ever that I pick a fire starter.
I've never picked a fire starter either. I was going to pick Scorbunny.
Coco reminds me of my dogs. He looks like a little fucking dumbass.
He does not look very intelligent.
No, he definitely runs into glass doors.
He gives me Cheryl vibes, you know?
He really does. It's no wonder Cheryl likes him so much.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm still on Team Quaxley, but I could be swayed to the cat, provided it doesn't go bipedal.
What's a giant fucking duck?
See,
I love that his name is Quaxley. Quaxley is a top tier Pokemon name.
The thing with the cat is I don't know, every other grass starter, it feels like a grass. This cat just feels like a cat that's green, so it's a
just
grass
a green
type.
cat for some reason.
Like, I need to
Yeah,
see
like
more of
where's
it.
the leaves? I need this cat to have leaves or something.
It's just a fucking cat, which is
I think my
fine. Like,
favorite
it's a
example
cute
of that
mon,
will
but
forever be Rowlet's fucking leaf bow tie.
oh, I love Rowlet.
Rowlet
Rowlet's
is
so
so cute.
beast.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's such a shame they
Rowlet.
Yeah,
took Rowlet out.
if you could choose a bird, choose like an owl or eagle, not a fucking duck.
yeah, we do have a lot of ducks, but Quaxley's beast.
His
Oh,
name
yeah,
is Quaxley,
another-
and that's just great.
Another water flying duck. I sure do love my swatter brother.
You really think it's gonna be water flying? I feel like they're gonna do like the dart tricks thing.
Oh no,
It's gonna
I
be...
completely agree. They're definitely going to remove the flying type
Yeah.
at some point.
No, like, I feel like it's... You're in a catch-22 where it's either to you so obvious that they're going to make it Firefly. Like, maybe in my head it's like, it's so obvious that it's not going to be flying type that I'm starting to think it might be.
I feel like if it's flying type, you know, it'll be like, I don't
But
know.
like we already
Hidden
have
ability
Ducklet, we
Delta
already
Stream.
have Swanna. Like I need
Tell
something
that to
new.
all the
Something new.
firefighting starters.
So here's the thing. Pokemon with their starters, they usually try to make their starters at least somewhat unique and somewhat more than like generic. Like with for example, Swan is just a swamp, right? With water
Yeah.
properties. They wouldn't do that for a starter Pokemon because it's like that's just so fucking boring as a starter Pokemon. At least
But doesn't you say
or something
Emblem is
inspiring.
literally just a fucking pig?
He's a
like,
super
what-
wrestler.
Okay.
Yeah, my
and
favorite American thing, sumo wrestling.
yes.
To like fair, and Samra is a fucking swordsman.
Hmm.
And Superior is royalty,
And
so
then-
like none of those line up.
Yeah, and then Hisui and Samurai is a samurai that grew up in Detroit, so...
Yeah, that sounds racially motivated.
Isn't Detroit just like the bat? I've never been to Detroit. Have I been in their airport? No, I've not. I've been in the Denver airport.
Wow. So now it's run down because black people live there.
No, the fact that you're saying that means you clearly think that way.
No, I mean it is true.
Well, not because.
Not because there's a bunch of black people there, but because Detroit is a fucking mess of the city.
Yeah, I have not ever heard a good
Detroit-
thing about Detroit.
Never go to Detroit.
Detroit and Samurai.
Wait, have you ever seen the image of like you can't have shit in Detroit? Have you
Yeah,
seen
that's
the
what
original?
that's what I was thinking of.
Have you seen the original image though?
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, literally everyone is backing me up on this one. You're outgunned.
What? You have a Canadian and you have someone who lives in Florida.
You don't fucking live in Detroit either.
I
Yeah,
lived
but
in
I'm right.
No,
I
you're
lived
not.
right next to Detroit for like a few months. Anyways, that's the original image.
Someone stole my fucking porch. I opened my door and it fell. I can't have shit in Detroit.
How do you lose your fucking porch?
Imagine just someone stealing your fucking porch. Like, you know that had to be something very personal. Like, some very personal act of revenge. I'm like, damn, you steal my girlfriend? I'm gonna steal your fucking porch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of do want it to stick water flying just because it's a duck.
Okay, what about water?
Water fighting.
Water bird type.
Yeah, more importantly, I want it to stay water flying because every like fake design I've seen for this thing's final evolution go around has been water fighting, and I really don't want another fighting type starter.
They'll probably be more unique than that. Hey, maybe not.
To be fair, water hasn't had a fighting type starter yet. Grass has had 2, fire has had 3. Like, enough with the fighting starters, please.
No one cares about the fighting type.
No. Like, I don't know a single person who's like, oh yeah, my favorite type is fighting. Let me go punch things, I guess.
No, but that would be a
Wow.
base take.
You know, fighting's just such a boring type. So, I would stick with flying if it meant not having fighting. God. No, I just want to pick a starter again. Like, I haven't actually used a starter since, like, a new starter, not counting the Hisuian forums. Since fucking XY.
That's tough.
Like, God, fucking... I was so disappointed with the Gen 8 starters.
Why?
They all sucked. Well, they started off great, then they evolved and they suck.
They always sucked. Except for Rillaboom, he's okay. I like my monkey.
Rillaboom is the best one and it is not close. But I still don't love Rillaboom, it's just okay.
Rillaboom's also kind of cool. I like the edgy rabbit.
Yeah, and then they ruin it.
Yeah, then they remove the edge.
Then they remove the edge to just make it a football player or a soccer player.
Which, sort of fair enough, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Feel
everyone
like it
grows
could
out
be
of being
better.
edgy eventually, but come on.
It could have been better.
It's just so underwhelming as a design. Like, we get it. British people like soccer. But, come on.
I'm so lost. What?
It's a soccer rabbit.
Rabu?
No, Cinderace.
Yeah. And?
I said, yeah, it's a soccer rabbit in the region based off Britain. Don't tell me now you've decided to defend the British.
No, I just think it. No, I don't like the comparison.
I don't know, it sounds like you're defending the British to me.
It's not. It's not. It doesn't work when you do it. You're not convincing enough.
Yeah, but I'm also right in this instance, that it was clearly just supposed to be like, what's a thing that people associate with England? And it's like, soccer and James Bond and whatever the hell Rillaboom is supposed to be.
Yet declaring that she's won an argument just by saying that she's right.
Yeah, I am right.
Sure.
It's like how Hawaii is known for their high school mascot wrestling competitions.
Is that a thing?
No.
Okay.
Could you fucking
making
imagine
shit
if that
up.
was...
Well, it's easy to make shit up about minorities, huh?
Again, the fact that you say these things means you clearly think them when no one else was.
Okay. Is this what gaslighting is?
But yeah. Finn, when someone makes a point that they don't agree with. Am I being gaslit?
This is exactly how it works.
Yeah. Now lying... I hate that... I hate the trend of people calling every lie ever gaslighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of gaslighting.
The one I really want, the one shipment I really want back is Oricorio. If they don't put Oricorio in, I'm going to be upset.
Oricorio's cute.
It's literally a flamenco bird in Spain. It would be perfect.
It's not a flamingo.
Flamenco, you idiot.
I heard flamingo.
Sev says, wow, Finn just gaslit me into thinking she was gaslighting them.
Is that how it works?
Maybe.
Yeah. Hey,
That's
Ranulph,
how-
please don't get doubled.
That's
Oh,
how
never mind,
gossip
killed her.
works.
Ranulph keeps untransforming at literally the worst times.
Yeah, well, you knew this was coming, so you could have played around it. It's like the opponent having a choice specs Latios out. It's clicking psychic. It'd be like, I want to remove this guy, click next. It's also their last bomb.
It's like when there's a Geozern on the field and everyone's like, hey, I'm gonna hit the Polyrath. That's the real threat.
Mm.
Why are you just attacking Cheryl? I don't think she deserves this.
Thank you.
No, Cheryl definitely deserves to be attacked.
What, just because she's a woman?
Oh,
Man, I can't believe Finn hates women because they think everyone else does.
Look, I don't hate
Aw,
women. I
fuck.
just hate them.
Wow. That Ladio sure did click psychic with his
Can
choice
you miss,
specs.
please?
didn't
Can I
it?
get bailed?
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
stop. You literally never learn.
I
Oh,
like
fuck.
how-
Okay, thank you again.
I was about to comment. I like how Rodolph does like a fucking penny kick in the shins.
Mhm. I also want to point out, Ranulph did not dodge that axe whatsoever.
Details.
That axe was not dodged. Now, why learn when you can just get bailed by everything?
Sure.
Be suffering the consequences of her actions. Can the other soldier reach? Oh, I mean, I guess he can kill him.
I'm not gonna find out. Just
I
gonna
mean,
kill
this
him.
can miss. Okay. Could have missed.
It could have missed. It was a 91%, but it could have missed. I have missed a 99 before in Fates of all games. Anyways, Elfie, you hear me out. I have a deck idea.
Yeah.
Arceus with the Malamar VMAX.
That sounds okay. I've come to the conclusion I don't think Malamax is pretty good.
No, it's one of those cards like Togekiss that you want it. It reads like a good card, but it just isn't.
I mean, it's a good effect, just not on something that you have to charge up 3 energy onto.
Which is where Arceus comes in. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, most people would play, even if support this, and look at your opponent's hand, discard a card. Something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
With no other downsides. Unfortunately, it just takes way too long to charge them. And you could do that Arceus, sure. But at that point, why wouldn't you just use the 2 present hacker that does even more damage?
Because Squid.
Yeah.
New Grotle is... I feel like it's a good effect that is just hampered by being on a stage 1 that people don't really want to run.
Wait, which one?
Grotle.
Oh, Grotle. Grotel's issue is that he's not accustomed to this metagame.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, Dragon Cold, Garchomp, or Gabite was super fucking good, But
But
like,
only in Garchomp Altaria.
right. And like, Garchomp was a respectable attacker in that format. Just because one, it didn't get OHKO'd by everything. Two, it can search out other Pokemon besides itself.
You know, I feel like calling Fluffy Chomp respectable is a little bit of an overration, but
I mean, Fluffy Chomp was it was very much playable. I'd say it's probably like tier 2 between Silver and Bengal and Fight Song. Like,
oh
you
god,
can
you were
reach
still
pretty
playing
high
it when
damage.
Bengal was out?
Yeah,
Dear god.
I told you I'm fucking old.
No, I meant you were still playing Fluffy Chomp by Plasma Blasted.
That's like when the deck came out, right?
It came out in Dragons Exalted.
Okay, so that's like right before Plasma shit, right?
It is
And then
4
you get
sets
Silver.
before Plasma Blast. Maybe 5. No,
Was
5.
it really?
It's 4 or
Huh.
5.
I didn't
Steph's
realize.
backing me up. They're asking if you hate yourself.
I didn't realize the Dragons came out like way before that.
You know
I
the
mean, I
set called
remember.
Dragons Exalted?
Yeah, I thought Dragons Exalted was like after Boundaries Crossed. or
No, it was
something.
before.
I guess that doesn't make sense because Rayquaza was definitely out way before that.
No, Rayquaza was Dragons Exalted.
I mean, Fluffy Chomp's okay. It's not the worst deck out there.
It was not bad. It's the same sort of deck. It's in the position where like it's inexpensive and it will get you through like a locals okay, but for anything past that, you're gonna need a better deck.
It was like Vilify, basically on that same similar power level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's gonna get rid of her by like Darkrai and shit, but like it's okay.
Yeah. Or sometimes your Gibble just gets bumped because they drew Laser Bank, Fighting Energy, Landorus.
Yeah, because Lamau Landorus.
What a fun card Landorus was. God, you would be laughed out for playing that because it does 30 damage. God, I hate how big the numbers have become.
I wish it was downscaled too. I think the issue is now it's become like polarizing and demanding too much out of the other Pokemon. I actually really like formats where there's 1, 2, and 3 prize Pokemon. I really enjoyed this format where like I'm playing Senna Scorch and I get to use like 1, 2, and 3 prize attackers and I get to manage that prize trade and like play around
Like
it.
that's
I think
cool.
that's really
The
neat.
problem is just that 99% of 1 prizers and a decent chunk of 2 prizers simply don't do the required amount of number.
Right.
I don't know. I think what annoys me the most about power creep is just in Pokemon is just that it's not interesting.
Well, I mean, if they saw Pertine, this Pokemon can attack the next turn, then
Yeah.
maybe they would
Why is
make
that
more
the
interesting sides.
Like, it's not even necessarily that I want more control effects, it's just that, especially now, decks are just streamlined to big thing that doesn't die in 1 hit, kill 2 shots everything, and you just kind of change the kind of energy.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's no real effort to make the game maybe a bit more complex, and I get that it's for kids, I get that. But I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Like, their answer to power creep has just been, let's make the numbers bigger, instead of anything that might require, like, you know, skill testing.
Yeah. I mean, I still think there's quite a bit of skill expression in this format, but it's not like...
Yeah.
What's the
Flaffy is a tragedy.
Yeah, it's really funny because everyone just presumed that Rayquaza would be broken. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally just old Rayquaza.
But with
Like,
more
almost
number.
word for word. Yeah, with more number and a built-in draw engine.
The problem is just we don't have Keldeo EX, which it turns out was a lot more integral than it initially seemed.
Shit is pretty neat. Clearly, you just need to run Tapu Koko.
Mm-hmm. But no, all in all, I think that power creep has made the game quite a lot more boring. At least in a playing. I still love deck building for Pokemon, but I don't know. I don't find the same enjoyment out of like thinking through plays that I do in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because a lot of the times you're playing a deck that once it gets set up, it repeats the same play over and over.
Yeah.
Like, again, Regidrago, for example. Playing Regidrago is not hard. Building Regidrago is very hard.
Regidrago is one of those decks. It's like, yeah, the deck building is like the fun part of that deck.
Mhm.
And then it's just worried about setup, and then once your engine is set up, then you don't have to do anything else.
No, then I just cycle my one attacker for the rest of the game.
Yeah, there's some decks again like that where they just basically set up and then they autopilot from there.
Yeah, like Zacian is one I would argue does that.
That
Also
Zacian
Mew?
is at least slightly interesting because it's one of the few Pokemon where this can't attack next turn is actually reasonable.
It actually matters.
I think
Mew
actually matters, and two, it's reasonable.
Mew isn't necessarily an autopilot deck, but more so the deck plays itself.
Mew is a deck that rewards no skill because you're like most of the time the best play is to literally whiff your fucking cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's that, hey, I have the search card, let's just play it and then I'll grab anything.
Yeah.
Mew rewards trashing cards, which is so dumb.
No. It annoys me that the best
literally
deck in the
not
format
playing your cards.
by a mile. Like, I don't think it's a stretch to say that Mew is the undisputed best deck, and it will be until something happens. I don't think that something will be Darkrai. I don't think that something will be Mightyena.
Mew has a very low entry level, but also has a ridiculously high skill ceiling too, which is also backed up by the fact that its innate power level is just like pretty high, considering like the power level of most other decks.
Mm-hmm. Now, Mew is the closest we've gotten to a Yu-Gi-Oh deck since the Shaman era. Of just this deck, you just see your whole deck in one turn. There is a Mew killer coming out. I think Mightyena is good. Like, really good. Everyone else is on the Darkrai hype train, and they're wrong.
Darkrai's cool. Darkrai's
cool. It's just, I have no faith now, because we've seen it before with, like, Gengar, and now this new Dark Box deck, where it's like, everyone just deludes himself into thinking it's good when it's not. It just happens to have it's an okay deck with a favorable type advantage.
The issue of Gengar is that Gengar has to high roll its own engines. Gengar has to high roll Houndowers out early, and then also get Houndooms out, and then also find ways to sustain itself after your first Gengars. What?
Why are the cops at my people actually you guys of course don't know the answer, but they're over at the people across the hall from me, and I'm like basically the building manager, so I'm a little concerned.
Gotta dash.
I hear banging on the door, so I go, I like look outside. I just see the cops. I just see the cop outside. He's like, I just hear him say, "So here's the thing," and I'm like, and he has like a flashlight, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn, Shawty. Someone's got CP.
Yeah, damn, Shawty.
Wait, what, Cheryl?
God, fucking
I'm honestly surprised nobody else noticed, but
I noticed, unfortunately.
Mia notices things. She just doesn't. Here's the thing with Mia, Cheryl. Mia will hear things, but she just won't respond. You probably read all the things I send you. You just never respond. I never know if Cheryl reads my messages, because if I send her anything serious, she just doesn't respond. Should I make a very bad decision in a video game?
Usually.
Not in a video game, yes. In real life, no.
I don't know.
In the video game I'm playing, should I make a very bad decision?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm basically going to make everyone in this game mad at me, so we're going to see if I face any consequences of my actions.
When
the actions have consequences?
Yes, that's literally the joke.
That's true.
Yeah. But no, I think in a perfect world, the best decks would be the ones that are harder to play, so you get rewarded for, like, mastering every part of the game, as opposed to just, oh, I'm going to draw 50 cards a turn with Mew.
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds pretty base to me.
Yeah, because like I do agree that Mew has a somewhat higher skill ceiling, but you can probably top a regional just with like the basics of Mew. Like I'm just going to turbo my whole hand.
Right. It's really dumb.
Because as long as you hit the battle pass on the first turn, the deck literally plays itself out.
Uh-huh.
Like there's not even any fun text. It's just let's play like the bare minimum of stuff we want, and then the rest of the deck is just here's a bunch of things that we can get rid of for no cost.
Just stuff like that.
Alright, I'm going to kill everybody around the crossbow guy, then I'm going to send Tyronio in to kill the crossbow guy.
Alright, sounds good. I hope you don't die.
So do I. We do live without a crit, which is the annoying part. I checked. He does a whopping 51 or 58 without a crit, which does not kill Tabarn, but... Yeah, I don't think there's a really difficult deck to play right now that is meta.
The Dark Box is kind of hard to play.
Dark
you
Box
have to
is
like
kind
actually,
of hard.
you have to kind of know what Dark Box does.
Yeah, like
And
Dark
a lot
Box
of
is
people
the
don't.
least pick up and play dag.
Dark Box is also like you can't just net deck that. You have to like tailor it to your own taste.
Yeah. Like I don't love any version of the deck. I don't think it's very good outside of specifically just beating Mew.
Yeah.
Which it does not do reliably.
And low-key want to say Sweetkin has a high skill ceiling because I never see anyone actually play that deck correctly outside of professionals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, no, the funny thing about Dark Box versus Mew is I saw a game where they whiffed, because I'm the only one that runs Boost Shake, where, like, they went first, whiffed the Wheezing, and then Mew just comboed off and killed them. And then they never got ahead again because, guess what? Wheezing doesn't threaten anything.
Yeah. That's like why like low key like want to cut Wheezing. Like it's just so slow. Sure, it slows the opponent down.
You could
It's like
probably
okay.
achieve the same thing with 4 paths to the peak.
Yeah, stuff like that. Well, I mean, Wheezing's really good because it stops Drizzles.
Mm-hmm.
That's like low key the best part about it.
No, and then I'm in the opposite camp where, in my opinion, if you don't have Wheezing up front, you are losing at pretty much all times.
I mean, that's the whole point of the deck. The deck wants to be losing.
The deck
It's a
needs
comeback deck.
The deck needs like a Dawn Fan. It needs something
Which
that
Dawn
you can
Fan?
attack with and then switch into Wheezing, because Wheezing is a dog shit attacker.
At that point, you're just playing Crobat VMAX plus Altaria.
Yeah, but that deck was bad.
Yeah.
No, Seth, it uses Galarian Wheezing and Galarian Moltres to beat Mew and do fuck all else.
The more accurate answer is that it's like just a shit ton of like random tools in a deck that somehow work. You got like Koopa. Koopa helps you kill like Meloetta, any other early game attacker like Morpeko, and also just clear shit in the early game. Koopa combines well with Galarian Moltres or Sableye, who are used to help pick off like a VMAX or a V-Star later. And then you pretty much just do that. You like fuck off for a few turns, and then you just suddenly start playing cards that kill the opponent out of nowhere. Either because they have damage counters on them, or because you've given them prizes.
Yeah. So what does it beat besides Mew? It beats Regidrago if you know.
I think the only deck it does it hard to beat right now is Duraludon. I hate the Duraludon matchup.
As Dark Box?
Yeah. I think it gets better because more Duraludon variants are kind of getting all the healing from their deck in favor of becoming more of an Arceus deck, which I'm cool with. it means that I get the Galarian Zapdos on top of also actually being able to Oko them. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It does beat Cherim, but I beat it. I'm 1-0 on Darkbox and Bracket with Cherim, so.
I mean, how people play is also going to be different too.
Yeah.
Like, I pretty much just listed every tool the Darkbox plays outside of the Moltres V. But, like, people build this deck in so many different ways. You'll see sometimes, like, a higher hoop account. Sometimes you'll see no wheezing. Sometimes you'll see, I don't know. The deck's just very versatile.
You'll see actual sadists running Boost Shake and Crushing Hammer.
Yeah. Some delusional people out there that think that's the only thing the deck can do.
I don't know. It's in a weird spot where, like, if you don't have Wheezing Up, it feels so far behind. But
yeah.
if you do have Wheezing Up, you don't deal enough damage to, you know, contest things.
To be fair, I go into every Darkbox game, and I'm like, oh my god, I fucking bricked. And all I did was, like, start Tapu Koko or whatever. And then the deck just, like, randomly comes back. Yeah. Like, the deck is just really good at, like, winning in spots
the deck
really
is
shouldn't.
hard carried by Galarian Moltres.
Yeah, Galarian Moltres is so good. Sableye is low-key so fucking stupid, too.
Durant Mill is probably the best single prize deck, including Darkbox.
Yeah. I'm gonna go that far. Darkbox is still pretty good.
No.
It's weird to say that Sableye is like an Oko attacker because it's really not true.
No.
But Sableye like gets massive damage off so little damage. You have like 40 damage
Sableye
counters.
is the crutch that makes the deck, you know, not. Yeah. It gives the deck an ability to kill things that it otherwise completely lacks. But
yeah.
Like, the fact that it cannot be powered up in one turn without a right hand still kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you have to run Rhyhorn, right? That's why I don't make room for, like, Boost Shakes and Crushing Hammers. I don't think the deck has space for it. And if you do, then, like, you shouldn't be playing Sableye.
No, I'm not playing Sableye. I'm playing another bird, but...
Yeah.
All right, update, guys. Apparently the kids had marijuana.
I want.
Classic.
Yeah, which of course, as you guys know, is illegal where I am.
Where are you?
So you are unfortunately not allowed to have any marijuana. So I actually don't know if they got arrested or not. Maybe they did. Who knows?
Cool. Thank you for the update.
Not my problem. I am not on call. I do not care.
I do not. I pretend I do not see.
Well, no, like literally. Oh, they have weed. Okay, what am I supposed to do about it? Nothing.
It's the most minor thing there is.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't care.
I don't understand why you guys don't have it legal across.
Yeah.
Just because of like Persians.
Yeah, eventually.
Because
if you think red states are ever legalizing it, you are fucking delusional.
Yeah.
The only thing red states want to legalize is racism.
Oh, maybe they should talk to some characters in Fire Emblem.
Micaiah.
I thought you were going to say me.
Maybe they should talk to Micaiah. How to be well-liked and racist. Or how to be racist and have the plot defend you. Because... Anyway, Cheryl?
Oh, sorry. That's just what I needed. Queen Valencia. Yeah. Wait, Shaw. Are you hurt? Do you all feel as alive as I do? This is proof that we need a little chaos. Everyone understand that now?
Yes, but it doesn't make me fond of war. I know we can't stop, but...
Can't stop. We won't stop.
Blah, 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 party. Blah, 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 blah. Miley. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand, Valencia. Your path is important too. Leave the rest stuff to us. I'm them.
King Tavarn, thank you. Oh, what are... So you were also strong enough to survive.
Yeah, she is a dragon.
I suppose she is a dragon, yeah.
Me went dragon?
It sure would be a shame if she stumbled across like an Igglybuff right now.
Dot, dot, dot. Who's there?
Joe's there.
Joe.
Queen Omega,
Oh, it's just you.
you shouldn't be out here all by yourself. It's dangerous. Did you get the plot-mandated reminder to look for things in the ground, too?
Going on, Sal. I didn't think anyone in this merry band cared about me. Betrayed by my father, stripped of my power. Now my only son is dead. I have nothing left.
Lady Almeida, I am sorry to impose during this difficult time for you, but may I ask you something? You were King Ashnard's wife, correct?
There was never a formal wedding ceremony, so I suppose some would call me a mistress.
What the fuck is he talking about?
But I was the only one he could ever call his wife. And I'm the only one who can be called the mother of his spawn.
There's nothing I hate more than the word spawn. It is so good.
Oh, Peleus, to finally have him back after so long.
Forgive me for asking, but why did King Ashnard suddenly decide to invade Crimea? I want to know why my parents died.
Fuck your parents. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, he 100% slept with other women. That's just kind of a thing every royal seems to do.
The last time I saw Ashnard was long ago. More than 20 years.
So she could have had Soren in the meantime with, like... I'm gonna keep saying Sephiroth. I honestly 100% feel like it's Sephiroth.
If it was Sephiroth, wouldn't he have white hair?
Well,
and
like, the
glowing
Sephiroth in
eyes?
this game literally just looks like older Soren.
There's probably a coincidence here.
Perhaps.
I'm afraid I don't know how many state secrets from after at that point.
But why?
You look so surprised. We had a falling out and ending up living separately. It happens rather a lot, I'm afraid.
Did he know you were a dragon? Was that what did it? I mean, I guess
I
you
don't
have
know.
that brand on your head, so he probably
But
knew.
I got that bad dragon.
Shut up.
Carol!
No, that's kick-worthy.
In my pussy.
That's extra kick-worthy. Goodbye. Holy shit, Cheryl.
Cheryl being heinous, it's more likely than you think.
You cannot kill me in a way that matters. There was no love between Ashnard and me. There was a strong mutual attraction between us, eventually resulting in a child.
So there was love.
No, it was
I mean-
strong mutual attraction, Mia.
Yeah, strong mutual sex.
Yeah.
All I ever was to him was a source of power. Once I became preggers, I was useless to him.
That has to be one of the worst words of all time.
Preggers?
Yeah.
Preggers you.
Thank you, Finn, for your insight.
Look, Prager you, Preggers you. Prego, like the spaghetti sauce.
They were attracted to each other's power? That makes sense.
Bereft of my strength, he found my presence nothing more than an irritating distraction. Peleus was born, Ashnar became obsessed with the boy. But once he realized Peleus had no special powers,
I'm confused by this line. Was he? Maybe he was just expecting Peleus to be able to turn into a dragon.
Ashnar jerked in him and used him as bait in a cruel trap for my bro.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. He wanted to turn his son into a dragon that he could then ride.
Would you say that he was raiding his son?
You know, unfortunately I don't think that would be beyond Ashnard. Lady Almeida?
I finally got the nail clip. My Peleus. How could you leave me? I don't know.
I hate everything about this voice.
Nothing. Leave me alone now. Just leave me alone. I'm turning the Hulk.
I'm sorry, Lady Almeida. I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, yeah, I'll carnage from Venom. Let there be carnage. Oh, Rajayan. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
This poor woman.
Nah, no sympathy.
Wait, so because Peleus had no powers, Ashnar decided to fuck over Rajayan.
Yeah. Which is why she was so attached to Peleus, but now Peleus is dead because of his own naivete.
Well, the tables have flipped.
Anyway, y'all ready to go back to the fucking... Wait.
Yeah, it's the chapter.
Woo! The one time I'll be excited to play the Dawn Brigade. Let's do this.
I gotta be real, I don't remember how to get in.
Oh, fuck off. You're looking that up right now.
Yeah, I know I am.
It is finally time for the Sandman to return. God, we waited the whole fucking game for this.
In classic Stefan fashion.
In classic Stefan moment. Maybe that's why they introduced the stand on random tiles thing so late into the game.
Right before Stefan, yeah. Let me look at that again.
Wastelands of the vast Grand Desert. They are sustained only by their faith that they will reunite with their companions at the Tower of Titans.
Oh yeah, Distortion World.
All right, let's get him. Well, first we have to go check in on the bad guys. Who was Lacane?
Joe. Mama.
Wait, yeah, actually, who?
Why? Episode 153?
Lacane.
Explain.
I'm really bad at reading this.
Lacane.
It's too many goddamn characters.
Is he not on here?
Liliana. Zolgius. He has talked before.
He has spoke before.
Leo, Leanne, Leverton, Nyla.
He's not on here. Although I do appreciate that Nasir is credited as everyone at once in all caps. That's good.
Wait.
Huh.
Is he important?
Okay, Tack was Lacane, so one of you three just be Lacane for this.
Okay, it'll be me. The Dark Gods tainted minions have defeated our forces at every turn. Am I doing good?
Yep.
It's unique.
Now they have set foot on the holy ground of the Empire itself.
You remind me of the announcer from Wii Party.
Thank you. We have no choice but to lead the army ourselves and destroy them once and for all. We are the chosen ones. Our will is the will of the goddess. With us at its head, our army is invincible.
Yes, quite as you say, Vice Minister. Did they all talk like this now?
Yes. I've beaten that brat, Sanaki. Fucking punk ass bitch. Her fucking forehead is so fucking big. I don't know why she has the gall to act like that. I'll make her kneel before me and plead for her life.
The Vice Minister says he heard the will of the goddess, yet I've heard nothing of the kind in my ears. Why would the goddess choose the king and not me? We are the ones with the most to atone for. Or the king and me, I'm sorry. We are the ones with the most to atone for. I've suddenly grown a conscience. Oh.
See, they're much less threatening when they sound stupid as fuck.
They are. I feel like that is just the ethos of our entire streaming career. It's just giving the villains stupid fucking voices. Oh god. Empress Sanaki.
Oh, why are these notes so big? What the fuck?
Selfie.
Yeah, what?
Actually, okay, they aren't really big
voice your
notes.
child.
I will. Silver Maiden.
Yeah, it's me, Micaiah. You know, that person who, like, totally upstaged you. May I sit next to you?
What?
She moves
Of
closer.
course, you may.
Thank you. This is awkward. I'm sorry. I know that you are not very fond of me because I kind of upstaged you at your big moment, but I wanted to talk to you.
It's not that. It's not that. I'm just fine. It's just that made me feel inadequate.
The two worst characters in the game arguing over who is more inadequate.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You killed Shinon and Nakalov.
This is true. The two worst characters that are still alive.
I'm sure there's a character you hate more than Sanaki.
Micaiah.
I'm sure there's... Okay, that's not true.
No,
I was gonna say, I'm sure there's a character you hate more than Micaiah, but I'm pretty sure
No, Micaiah is...
Why?
Maybe
You
worse
guys are
than
so
Corin
much
in my
alike.
eyes.
You guys are so much alike.
It's because I totally upstaged you, and I can sing the God of Release and hear Yoon's voice, isn't it?
How did you know?
Because it's pretty
I can
obvious.
sense the flow of people's thoughts. By seeing the movement of a person's mind, I can usually deduce what the person is thinking. This is only coming up in part 4, by the way.
And minds? What a boon that would be to run a country. I can read people's minds. I can tell what the nobles and senators are thinking behind their smiles. I wonder why the goddess didn't bless me with such power.
Oh yeah, didn't Micaiah enter, like, a contract to become Jesus?
No. She just is.
No, I remember at the start of the game, before Micaiah had the blood thing put on her arm.
Who enters a contract to become Jesus?
Pelias was like, hey, you have a mark
the...
on you.
Oh yeah, she has the mark of like a spirit maiden, which means that she can use like
And they
magic.
made sure to point out that it was not just because Micaiah was branded.
Yeah.
Although the fact that Pelias pointed out having a similar mark means maybe Pelias specifically meant that he's like, hey, I'm branded too. Oh, shit. Tack's not here.
Who wants to be the delusional one?
Okay, fine. It'll be me again.
Wait, no,
I don't have
I want to be delusional.
Okay, both of you
Okay,
can read this
Cheryl.
line and I'll pick whose voice I like better.
Go crazy, go stupid.
Finn?
Okay, Cheryl, you first.
Oh, wait.
That's the voice you're gonna do.
Kai was born with her power. We didn't give it to her.
Finn?
Okay, I like Cheryl. Cheryl can go.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Cheryl.
I don't fight my besties. I just fight Zelfie.
Because I'm
That's
not your
that's
bestie.
what the free-for-alls are for.
Yeah, you see, I'm never the one targeting Cheryl. You know why? Because I'm not a hater.
You definitely target me sometimes.
Just
Look,
take the
it's
fucking
only to
compliment,
win.
Cheryl. You don't get many of those from Finn.
No. I get too much hate in these FFAs for nothing.
Why am I still getting hate?
Why am I still getting hate?
Is that the dart? No, I mean the goddess of chaos, Yoon.
Yeah, you best not call me that one, bitch.
I can ask you one thing, Yoon. How was Akai able to send the color release, but I wasn't?
Man, I do feel kind of bad that Micaiah only becomes an interesting character when she gets possessed by somebody else.
Well, that must be really unfortunate for her. Anyways.
Anyway, back to the interesting character.
I'm sorry, little Empress, but I really don't know. But I knew that Micaiah could sing it. That's why I stayed close to her.
As a bird.
Tweet.
Sing it. How can he be a goddess and not know? I thought gods were perfect beings who knew everything.
Man, the one good thing about Tsunaki is she's kind of an accurate representation of what I would imagine being raised in a very religious household does to a person.
I mean, she doesn't have anyone else to look after too. I mean, you get Sephiroth, but like,
if your parent was Sephiroth, I'm not sure you're going to turn out well either.
well, Sephiroth has been a pretty good person so far.
I mean, Sephiroth is like a good poke parent to Pichu.
True.
But that was my favorite part of the Sephiroth reveal, was just all the art of Sephiroth and Pichu being buddies.
You idiot. Gods. Perfect. Where did you get that idea? You haven't met a lot of gods, have you?
No?
No,
Am I
but
supposed to
pretty
have?
great life from nothing. Surely only perfect beings could do that.
I mean, in the new Pokemon game, you can catch and dethrone God.
This is true. I did it 2 days ago.
We did create life and can do many things that you creatures of flesh can't. But that doesn't make us perfect. It just means we can make mistakes on a much grander scale.
Like
Grail?
Shinon's existence?
We're not what you've been taught, and we're much closer to you skin wearers than some will admit.
I don't think Eunice repeated an insult for human.
But we do make mistakes. Oh, yeah. Sometimes we make terrible mistakes, but you grow as a person even though you kill everybody.
I did like that, Kaz. I liked the implication that had.
Sometimes all it takes is one emotional outburst, and the entire world is drowning underwater. It's kind of fun.
Oh, where did this sandstorm come from? You need to calm down.
Oh, but it's so much fun. I wish we were perfect. Then there wouldn't be any wars, and nobody would have to die because of our mistakes. Oh.
Yes, yes, I understand. No, please calm down. I'm begging you.
The rude.
Are you okay?
I must have missed something. Yeah, she's gone now. She got upset. She says she hasn't lost control of her emotions like that in a long time.
Kai, I was supposed to be the voice of the goddess Ashra.
Well, no wonder you couldn't sing the thing then.
Yeah, I've never once heard her speak. I wonder what she is like.
Well, according to Yoon, she sounds southern. It's kind of weird. She's got a big old country accent. You know, you might find out before this is over.
I like the implication that you got upset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, someone spilled her chalky milk and then she decided
And then
to
she
drop
decided
the
to
entire
flood
world.
humanity.
Yeah.
I know basically nothing about Greek gods, so I will assume you're correct, Kaz.
Greek gods are very petty.
Yeah,
Alright, do
Greek
we want
gods are kinda
necessities or
crazy.
Nisala?
Nisala.
I like that Nisala foot lettuce.
Alright, necessities it is.
What?
Hey, Genshin Impact.
Hey, go, Sigrun. You find anything useful?
Oh my god, you
Wait.
cannot seriously be reminding us of this for 4 chapters in a row. Oh my god.
I'm actually starting. I don't remember all of this. I'm starting to think that this is a reference to finding shit. I just feel like they're like, oh, all these people froze enough. Well, let me pick up their wallet that they dropped.
It sounds like it's
one of
about
those
to be 4
moments.
chapters in a row.
It sounds like it's about to be 4 chapters in a row.
Nothing in Genshin recently, unfortunately. I've just gotten the same heroes multiple times in a row.
I love Genshin conceptually, because it's like, how do we take one of the best games of all time, being Breath of the Wild, and absolutely ruin it? And they're like, I know, let's make it a gacha.
Neo realizing that there's more games than Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild's a good fucking game.
Everything doesn't need to be compared to it.
But no, any open world game made after Breath of the Wild for the foreseeable future.
Everything's gonna get compared to Elden Ring. That's a mage.
Yeah, Elden Ring is hard Breath of the Wild.
It's the Tome of Balgadon. It's quite rare. Couldn't wear Commander.
But no, I love when people are like, hey, look at this open world game from a franchise that was not open world that features a prolonged shot at their hero standing on a mountainside, and they're like, nope, Breath of the Wild definitely didn't cause this. This is a Sonic call-out, by the way.
Gamers who've only ever played Breath of the Wild. This game is giving me big Breath of the Wild energy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's necessarily... Like, there's
open world
elements
games
to it.
existed before Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. But, like, sandbox games existed before GTA and Minecraft, but after GTA and Minecraft, they got super popular. You know?
Yeah, I just like that tweet a lot.
It's a good fucking tweet. Or like how suddenly with like after Mario 64, every mascot platformer wanted to go 3D for a bit. And most of them died because of it.
Yeah. Well, most of them never got started.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think... Legend of the Go-Goos?
Yeah, like I think it may have happened for Sonic without Breath of the Wild, but I do think Breath of the Wild doing so well probably gave them the confidence to greenlight it, you know?
If that was the case, this game would have come out many years ago.
It's a Sonic game. It either comes out way too early or never comes out at all. People could not seriously be calling Sword and Shield Pokemon Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, no, people would. Because they're the same exact people that call every open world game Breath of the Wild,
Mm-hmm.
just like you.
But here's the thing, I actually have reason for doing it.
Oh my god. It's like, but me?
I literally just made a point about how industry trends probably cause this.
Can we continue?
I'm waiting for you.
Continue.
Okay, Seth says they once met someone who called Mario Galaxy Breath of the Wild like, because they didn't know it was a remake of a 10-year-old game.
Bitch, that's a fucking 2007 game.
15-year-old game then, my bad. Or no, but like...
What is wrong with these
Galaxy's
people?
another example, because it ushered in kind of like the gravity-based 3D platform, where it wasn't necessarily a collection of
Tell me another
gravity.
Tell me another gravity-based platformer
Sonic
that
Lost
came out
World.
after.
Dog,
Okay,
no,
Sonic doesn't count.
that game's not even a game. You don't speak of that.
You don't like Sonic Lost World?
Honestly,
No, that game
Breath
is
of the Wild.
that game is actually
Breath of
awful.
the Wild copied Sonic Boom.
No, now you're just arguing in bad faith. Cheryl, can you cipher, or Finn, can you cipher us?
I did.
Can you sigh one more time with extra
My
feeling?
whole point 2 minutes ago was that you guys need to shut the fuck up so we can finish this chapter.
Can you sigh once
You
more with
sigh
feeling?
Well, we did finish a chapter.
Okay,
But
fine.
we need
I'll
to start
sigh.
this one.
But since you asked again, I'm going to be bad about it. Sigh.
My name's Shower.
You sound like a middle schooler.
Sigh and Genshin Impact.
Such a heavy sigh. Are those pulls really not
Sigh,
going
I
to
really want to fuck those Genshin Impact.
What the fuck?
You guys should have talked.
Shit. I love that you try to plant like heinous things when we're all talking, and half the time you manage to pick the time when nobody is talking.
I literally did not hear you. What did you say?
Cheryl's being horny.
Cheryl said
Of
she wanted to
course.
fuck the Genshin Impact characters.
I would too. Most of them are pretty hot.
I hate
They're
you.
literally manufactured to be attractive.
It doesn't mean I'm
What
gonna
about
spend
the ones
money
that are
on them.
children? Are they manufactured to be attractive?
No.
To
to a
weirdos.
degree. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I have the same problem with like Euphoria, for example, or Riverdale, and the sheer amount of like, here's adults playing teenagers, so we can show all the sex scenes ever.
Yeah, they're like 16, and it's like actually
I feel like people have forgotten how to write good high school drama.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to have them doing sex scenes, but I feel like adult actors are kind of important because there's a lot that you can't make a child do.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, but like at
adult
least make
actors
them
are
look
fine, but
reasonable. Zendaya is 25 years old and very much looks like she's 25. You know?
yeah, Zendaya 25. I'm 25.
She's literally 25. I looked this up yesterday because I was having
Like-
this argument yesterday with my brother.
You can't make a child actor fake smoke, for example.
No. And I get that, but there's something just kind of weird to me about, hey, we've got all these adults playing children, now let's just show a bunch of graphic sex scenes because we can.
I mean, yeah. high school
Mia's
has
so
sex.
Mia's such a swerve.
What are you
He is just
What?
jealous.
What?
Do you guys not know what the term swerve is?
No, I
What the fuck
don't.
is a swerf?
A swerve is like an anti like sex work feminist.
Oh,
Bruh, what?
fair enough.
And okay, hello Tetra76. Thank you for the raid.
I don't know.
How many?
With
Tetris
Party of
76.
Two.
What are your thoughts on Euphoria?
The show.
You just got us talking shit on Euphoria, anyways.
How many people joined?
Raid of 2. A TNT
Oh,
raid.
okay.
Tetra and Tetra.
Sick.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Finn,
Finn
line?
should say their line. You're holding us back here.
What sort of state is the world in when Genshin Impact has taken up arms with Russia?
That's the best answer, honestly. It's some TV show. You know, it's the next in the very long list of TV shows that everyone pretends they've always been a fan of for 2 weeks and forgets about.
Yes.
No, because that's like the people only talked about it, and this is season 2. This isn't even the first season.
Season 2 of what?
Euphoria.
Oh.
Then I got it. My brother watches it.
Is
That's-
that still
that's fair.
bothering you? I already told you not to worry.
No, I heard a lot about it from my brother, and he showed me clips, and I'm like, this is not for me. But my brother likes Zendaya, so
What are your guys' thoughts on Genshin Impact supporting Vladimir Putin?
what?
That's not cool.
Wait, what?
No, that was just the me. Okay, no one listens to my jokes anymore. I'll just shut the fuck up.
You should
Can
try
you
to
say
be
your line
funnier.
before you shut up, please?
Is there a Russian Genshin Impact character?
I know, but what would the Duke of Genshin
I
Impact
fuck.
think if he saw you right now, Tsunaki?
Cheryl, are you actually looking up Russian Genshin Impact character?
Nah.
Ah, Sephiroth. I wonder where he and Zelgius are doing right now.
I mean, they're both pretty clearly still alive, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean, probably.
If Amy
No.
survived, Sephiroth can survive.
Maybe. Largo didn't survive.
Rip Largo.
They're not in this game anymore.
He was. He just got his arm cut off.
Yeah. And as a result of getting his arm cut off, he no longer has a unique portrait.
Yeah. No have any doubt about that.
Finn?
Of course not. Genshin Impact comes from a great family of video games. General Zelgius is the finest general in all of Genshin Impact. They wouldn't have been petrified. We'll see them when we return to the Empire. Zelfie.
That's true. I'm certain that they're safe too. They must be waiting for us. Let's make haste towards the end.
I do remember when the whole Genshin Impact tries to get Elon Musk to do a collab arc.
That was funny.
And it was like, hey, if we get enough followers on this account, I will tag Elon Musk on Twitter.
No, Elon, it was like something. Elon Musk was like a part of that. And then everyone got mad that Elon Musk was a part of it. He wanted to do something for his daughter or something like that.
Oh, I thought that he wasn't even like...
No, he was.
Okay.
Isn't his daughter named like binary?
Yeah.
Like quite literally binary code.
It's like AP or something like that.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
if you name your kids that, you should not be allowed to be a parent.
Elon Musk should not be a real human being.
Yeah, I'd rather name my kid Cumsock.
This is just the phone stalling.
Cheryl!
Ben, please just say your line.
Off the rails.
What do I say after Cheryl says that?
Shut up.
Just pretend it didn't happen.
I feel like I missed something. I feel like
I heard like
this
the
little
first
bit. What
half of it,
happened?
and I think Cheryl has implied something with Elon Musk that should not be implied.
You want to fuck Elon Musk?
No. I said I'd rather name my...
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'd rather name my kid, and then I said something heinous.
Yeah.
Finn, please
You
just say your line. I want to get to
You
the
want to stay
Sandman.
louder for the rest of the class?
No.
Yes, that is what he's suggesting. That you should stay away from danger and play more Genshin Impact.
Go ahead, Snocky. Get back onto your phone. Keep on playing your mobile games.
Is Genshin Impact a mobile game?
No, Sanaki would be like the fucking kid who's like, you got games on your phone?
My cousin asked me that, and she seems quite distraught that for a while I didn't, because my old phone I had to delete Pokemon Go off for storage.
Nonsense. We will fight with everything we have. And in order to fight up to our utmost, we need powerful magic at our disposal.
Yeah, we've got Ileana. What are you doing?
Follow me, Siren. Under these sands are many precious treasures. Help me find them.
Oh my god, it actually is reminding us for the 4th time.
Okay, to be fair, this is an actual desert chapter.
Yeah. This one has a bit more of a reason, but oh my god. Like, maybe once per part if it's going to remind us about the same mechanic 4 times. Not all at the end game. Anyway, I've been given the location of Stefan if we can get there.
Yeah, you have. With Micaiah. Oh yeah, you have to get there with Micaiah specifically.
Fuck.
So unfortunately, you can't.
I'm sorry, Zelfie was talking. I'm glad Sanaki's feeling better. But to see our Empress digging around in the dirt when she could be spending her time playing Genshin Impact? Sigh.
You got bosses to grind up for room key.
Please never say that again.
Hey, now we can do the other
Now we can do
conversation.
the other info conversation with Naysala and Micaiah. King Footlettuce, you are by yourself today?
Oh, sorry, I need to remember how to do this voice. Yeah. How about you? Where's that stone-faced sidekick of yours? You know, the one you groomed?
He's just hesitant to show his emotions.
Yeah, because you emotionally damaged him, Micaiah.
I am kind of sad we found out about that before Endgame, just so our like genuine reactions to it could not be caught on camera.
In the end, raising my ideal man is faster than finding him.
Sev says, if I were Stefan and I saw Micaiah, I'd just hide back in the sand. That's fair. I think Stefan just doesn't know who Micaiah is.
No, Stefan's a pretty weird person. I don't think he cares too much.
He kind of reminds me of Zelfie.
Yeah.
He
I
just likes
also live in
sand.
the sand. I also live in a desert.
You do.
I'm only joking. Don't get so defensive.
Then don't insult my family / yeah, family. We'll go with family.
Wait, does that make it incest?
They're
they're
definitely
not.
not blood related, but yeah.
But if
They're
I
definitely
say
not blood
someone's
related. She just raised him, which makes it really fucking creepy.
Listen, we just finished
Oh,
trails.
she
We
said
are gonna
no.
leave that.
No.
What?
No.
What? What?
No.
You
What
say he's your brother, but there's as much resemblance between you two as between me and Skrimir.
You ever
What do
hear
you
of
say no
adoption,
about?
dipshit?
Did someone say something in like Twitch chat?
No, Okay,
You.
Seth is asking, Zelfie, do you duck back in the sand when you see people you hate too?
Unfortunately, I don't really hate people.
Well, what if I showed up? Would you duck back in the sand?
No, I'd probably punt you, but I wouldn't duck back into the sand.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you could punt me. She's pretty tall.
I could definitely punt her.
We're like the same height. You're just twice as heavy.
Yeah.
Wow, now you're calling him fat?
No,
Yes.
she's called herself anorexic.
Mia just likes Taco Bell. Wait, McDonald's.
You know, like I weigh like 125, 130.
You're like 210 right now.
Nice.
Did you say this line? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
We're not related, but we're very close. Perhaps like you and Princess Leanne.
Yeah, it's so close to start dating. What?
It's literally
you
fucking
did.
Estelle and Joshua all over again, except the Estelle is a less likable character this time.
Did they actually get together in Trails?
No, there.
Well,
Joshua
there's
confessed
like,
before the
like at the end, they're like,
ending,
oh
so-
yeah, we love each other, and then Joshua gets fucking
Then the thing at the end
manipulated.
of Trails happened, and
we gotta wait for Trails 2.
coming soon to
You
YouTube.
have to play all 25 Trails games before you can have an opinion on it.
No,
Yeah.
we're not fucking doing that. Fuck that shit.
Selfie
I will play
first,
second
Ian.
chapter at some point. It probably won't be on stream. It might be on YouTube at a later date.
Please, I cannot sit through Trails again.
Yeah, we can't do it as a stream, but YouTube series could be cool.
I was thinking I'd just grab Cheryl and we'd do a YouTube series on our own time.
Wow.
Because with all due respect,
Well, we were
neither
the
you
ones who
nor
were
Zelfie
there.
seemed particularly
Fucking
interested.
Paul left us after 5 streams. You left us after like 10.
Yeah.
And then
Half of the Trails streams are literally just me and Cheryl.
Because it was boring.
Exactly. So don't complain when I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna grab Cheryl for the YouTube series.
I was working.
You also got hit by a car.
Yes.
was that during the part where
Yes.
something
Yeah,
happened?
you can. Since we have a habit of playing games where people commit war crimes. If you like FF6 and you do FF4 on YouTube, I'll show up. It's all about a guy committing war crimes and being redeemed.
Anyway, yes, I can sense your emotions. I also know that you just closed up to keep me from looking in.
Yes.
You possess the same power as the herons. How stupid of me to let my guard down.
I'm sorry. I'm not, but if I wasn't sorry about trying to light people on fire, I'm not sorry about this.
What else did you sense?
Excuse me?
Did you find out anything else about me?
No,
Like
I
my
didn't try to read your mind intentionally. I just felt that your feelings for Princess Leanne were very warm, and that is all I saw.
Ooh, we doing this.
You're sure? Fine. You're a lot like me. I'll let you off the hook this time, Miss War Criminal.
And what do you mean by that? Look, when
I
I
mean,
when I
you
light
can't
people on fire, it's okay because I'm the protagonist. Got it? Like, if
keep
you
in
were the
mind, they saw us-
protagonist of your own game, they would probably try and justify all the war crimes
Hey,
you've done too.
Hey, they saw us the savior of the world. They saw us the reason we're not all fucking dead. Keep that in mind.
This is true, but he also sold Racing into sex slavery.
Yeah, but that makes up by saving literally everyone else, including Racing.
Wow, so
He
do
may
you
sell
guys
it.
hear that? You guys hear that? Jeffrey Epstein would be
Selfie
redeemed if he
supports
saved
sex
the world.
slavery is what I got out of that.
I mean,
Wait, you're not denying it.
Just
I
say your line,
almost
Finn. I want to get to
forgot.
the Sandman.
if humanity was saved by Jeffrey Epstein, that'd be very
Okay,
relieving,
Zelfie,
but also
Zelfie,
extremely fucking sad at the same time.
What's that tweet? Zelfie, you don't gotta hand it to Jeffrey Epstein.
Please just say your line.
I almost forgot. Here, this is for you.
Found this on a random tile on the ground.
It's called the number
This is a
15.
tome of light. Did you get that dream that, about how we should have been learning this mechanic in part 1, but for some reason they're only mentioning it now at the end game?
No.
Finn.
We need you to stay alive. No, we don't. It's all right.
We do only
Stay
because we need Stefan. And she's the only one that can recruit Stefan for some reason. Nisala.
Solacy.
Don't say that ever again. Get rid of the heal staff.
It's weird seeing Nosferatu being... Okay, I'm getting rid of Purge because she literally can't use it.
But she could if you used her. Oh, wait.
Bit late for that.
I mean, this is your own fault. You can't say too late.
It's too late to apologize.
I mean, we have been using her just as a healer, not an attacker.
Yeah.
It's too late to apologize.
It's not like I've just sat Micaiah in the corner and be like, this is where war criminals go, let everyone else do the fighting.
I mean, you did decide to say that she is a very weak unit when you have a super effective tome that killed a lot of units in an earlier game, and then have the main
She kept fucking dying! She literally caused as many
It's too
resets
late
as
to
Lara.
apologize. Yeah, it's too late.
I really appreciate you, Cheryl. You're really good at breaking up tension.
It's too late.
How did the medallion not awaken in the first game when everyone was fighting? Because... shit. The wolves, I suppose.
The wolves were involved.
Oh fuck, so it's not here.
Also, it was less chaotic. It's probably due to like the chaos of the war. It was like, oh, everyone's up against Dagon. Like, that's pretty unified.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume it was the wolves.
Probably the wolves.
You visited again, huh? Did she have anything interesting to say?
When the fuck did you start voicing this character?
When neither of you two showed up. Would you like to read it?
I'm right here.
Alright.
You visited again. Huh. Did she have anything interesting to say?
Sorta. I think she might be responsible for the ancient flood that sank all the other continents, like,
Wow, so we have another war criminal.
like Elise and Valma's, or No, Valma's right.
I see who inspired Micaiah.
Yeah, like Elise and Valm and Arcania and Elite
Magvel.
and Magvel and Judgrawl and Fateslandia. I'm glad we were both on the same wavelength for once.
Thanks, Fates.
Thank you, Fates, for not naming your fucking continent, being the only one in the franchise. Anyway, Finn.
Sorry to break up the two lovebirds, but we have disciples of war
We're
in trouble.
siblings. I raised him.
Yeah, that makes it extra weird.
Exactly.
Is this weird that Estelle? Is that her name? That's her name, right? The chick from
Yes.
Shadows. Yeah.
Weirder than Estelle.
Weird. I don't know.
It's weird
man.
either way.
There's
It's weird
there
and
are
gross,
some
and it shouldn't
scenes in
happen
that
either
game.
way. But at least Estelle and Joshua are the same age. That's literally the only positive comparison I can make.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like... Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, that's... I knew this would happen eventually.
Oh shit, we're just fighting Lacane now?
Is it Lacane? I forget.
Is it Genshin Impact Empress? Oh.
What happens, Sev?
I see.
Literally nothing.
Triangles.
Oh, my dear Sanaki.
No, this is Finn.
You're not.
It is?
He showed up earlier.
I was muted. I was looking up Stefan.
Okay, well...
Are you looking up Stefan?
Yeah, Finn, you are this guy.
My dear Thanaki, the false apostle.
It's too late to apologize. Yeah.
What a pleasure to see you again. This time, I've an army of the righteous behind me, ready to strike you down, you fucking big-headed 12-year-old.
Vice Lacane, you're the phallus kind of traitor. I could never forgive you and your sins.
Thought you said phallus, and I was like, why? How amusing! You have a big forehead. Shut the fuck up. Forgiveness from a fraud is no value to anyone.
Do you know how to cure hiccups? No, I've never figured. You could always try scaring yourself somehow. Like, you could... I guess it needs to be like a scary scare, not just like impending dread scare, so...
Why do you need to cure hiccups?
Well, they probably have hiccups.
Well, why do
Use
you
your
need
brain.
to cure them? Why can't you just live with them?
You should just have someone say boob.
Boobs?
Boobs?
Boobs.
Cheryl went big booba Dutch DF.
Are you kicking all of us? Oh, that's lame. Yeah, when we say this boobs, you can bring up wanting to fuck children, but when we say boobs, we get kicked.
What's wrong with boobs? Do you have problems with women's anatomy?
I have problems with my anatomy.
Who brought up your boobs?
You know what they
I'm the
said
only
in
one
that
here
famous
with boobs,
book.
okay?
Everybody poops, and
Yeah, I guess you can just talk about massive turds then.
Now we're erasing Cheryl's identity, huh?
Cheryl, do you have boobs?
What about man boobs? Or just big...
Zelfie probably
like-
has man boobs.
I wish I had some memories.
Finn,
you
send
get
your
them
fucking
that.
boobs.
I wish I had those daddy milkers.
I mean, technically we all have we all have breasts. What,
Yeah.
are breasts only, are they only valid when it's like they're big? Like, do I have to have like double fucking D's to be
Hey,
able to say
I'm an A cup,
boobs?
but
Yeah,
I still have more than you guys.
Now Mia is side shaming. Look at her.
Yeah, what about women who have cancer and like they get like, you know,
Okay,
like,
don't even fucking go there. Shut up right now. Say your line and shut up, and we'll move on.
I've ever seen 1,001 Ways to Die.
Gerald, don't bring it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up.
That
But,
show fucking
Why did you
traumatized
say
me.
it?
You should totally bring it up. I know what you're talking about. It's great.
That show like actually traumatized me as a kid. Holy hell.
Empress, please don't force me to listen to his blasphemies any longer. Allow me to silence him for you in the name of Genshin Impact.
Yeah, water can sometimes help. Doing that weird water upside down trick.
Oh, Sigrid, I want to understand. Okay, on what grounds do you claim that I am not the true apostle?
Why
The
does
fact
it
that your
matter?
forehead
Religion
is
is
really
stupid,
fucking big.
Snaki. Mia literally is like Cain. Oh, this is also me.
Yeah.
The apostle of Begnion shall be the firstborn daughter of each generation in the line of Altina, first Empress.
Oh, is Micaiah like the actual one and Sanaki's a bastard child?
She will give voice to the goddess. She will pass judgment, give prophecy, and protect her people and the land. Sanaki, you have never heard the voice of the goddess, have you? I don't know, bro. Who gives a fuck?
Only because I have not yet come to age yet.
Oh, then what a hysterical coincidence. That's just what the Senate has been telling the people for years now.
Damn, Sanaki is a bastard child.
Wow, now Mia has a problem with people born out of wedlock.
It's kind of important right now.
Wow, so now Mia's defending wars in the name of religion.
Finn,
Mia,
it's
Mia,
not
you,
even
you
funny
just
anymore.
get
You're
into
just
all
annoying.
Mia. You always get into all sorts of trouble, don't you?
Finn seems to think Finn just likes projecting. I think that's the problem.
Mia chose the bully, the kid who's tried their best with a huge responsibility that they shouldn't have.
Look, I will kick everybody until someone says a line.
Not only
So-
that,
so-
but Sanaki has been
entire
struggling
family.
with big forehead syndrome her entire life.
Yeah.
Don't continue.
Okay, Finn, just say your fucking line.
I don't know.
Oh
It sounds
shit,
like
she's
Mia's
bringing out the
okay with.
fucking word.
It sounds like Mia's
Better
okay with
kick
committing
Mia.
war in the name of religion as long as the person has a big forehead.
Well.
Apostle Sanaki is too young to hear the goddess. Give her more time. How funny that the lie you've been living is the same lie we've been telling. Have I gotten the point across?
Explain yourself, okay?
What point is there?
That when I asked you to stop and you didn't stop?
She did say the fucking word. She was pretty serious.
The fucking word?
Yeah. She said fucking stop. That's pretty serious. You don't want to hear her say the fucking word.
I mean, you can voice the Cain if you want. I don't give a fuck.
Like, I just want to get to Stefan.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem. You should have won chapters earlier.
You should press A.
I should press A. I'm just too annoyed with Finn right now. Give me a second.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, shit. It is Micaiah.
Who's gonna say it?
Maybe Finn, the one who's supposed to be voicing this character.
You literally took over.
I took over to make a point. Now Finn's
What
unmuted,
point is
so I'm
there?
gonna
I
talk.
have no emotional attachment.
I don't think anyone.
Just fucking voice this character, or else I'll do it.
Fine.
I'm literally gonna need the next stream.
You wouldn't like me doing it.
Poor apostle. No one ever told you about your older sister, did they? She was the true apostle.
I had a sister?
And she's standing right there. Oh, never mind.
She died before you were born, assassinated along with Apostle Misaha by the Herring Clan.
Wasn't it not by the Herring Clan?
Yeah, it wasn't my clan. As far as we know.
Oh, the Senate installed you! The second the daughter
What the
of
fuck was that?
What?
You lied. You bugged both me and the noble herons.
Ooh.
I'm glad to have exposed your secret. Perhaps now you will be able to accept the truth.
This is also
Silence the lying tongue of a treacherous senator who doesn't even play Genshin Impact proves nothing. You seek proof? Fine. We shall settle this in the ancient way, in a battle to the death. Whosoever the goddess sees fit to win the day must be in the right. Well, Kane's a really boring villain. I don't
Kinda
give a
is.
fuck.
Maybe I should have voiced him given sauerkraut.
Lacane, we finally found... Buddy. Micaiah. You're a little late.
This is just her chance to speak.
We
Everyone
finally
else
found
got
you.
their chance already.
Now's our chance, Soth. We must do whatever it takes to get the Blood Pact.
Not the Blood Pact.
Not this shit again.
Let's go. Cool. So you start on the top left. All you have to do is make your way to the bottom right in a certain amount of time in order to get Stefan.
It's on a time limit.
I don't know.
You're not helping.
When is Sophie ever helpful?
Okay, so we have to get
How many streams do you think
1,
will
2,
take till we
3,
get
4, 5,
this?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This should be the Stefan tile.
I think it's the next tile ever.
It's
No,
one of
why
these.
is Stefan
it's
like
in this like
fucking
9
fee-passed?
Down. I think it's down right there. I think it's that one.
It's in this 9 grid somewhere.
Yeah.
And we start over here.
Yes. Have fun.
Okay, we hopefully have enough time to make it to Stefan and then probably battle save after we get him.
Mia, you have like 20 minutes.
You have to factor in that we're probably going to die first.
Yeah, so why did you think we would...
Turtle.
So wait, so why did you think you would be able to battle save before you get Stefan?
I just want to get
Missed the battle
Stefan.
scene. That's all.
It's confused. Like, why is Stefan like fucking fee-passed only on a fucking specific tile?
I mean, he has to now. It's part of the bit. It's part of his character, so...
Imagine like playing Path of Radiance, like looking up at a guide where Stefan is, and then playing Radiant Dawn for the first time blind, and getting to this chapter and be like, oh my god, Stefan, he must be here, and then like literally looking everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Now, Stefan is definitely a unit you're supposed to have like heard about from a friend. Can you? Why you're a royal? Why don't you have?
He's not a royal yet.
That's not how it works.
He's not a king yet. All the royals are like the kings.
Okay.
Lacanes?
The kings or the queens. Don't disrespect Nyla out here.
No, Nyla's a better unit than any of these other guys. Like
Just shows
Nyla's
that
like
women
Tavarn,
are
except she's
great.
not weak to bows.
She's not better than Har, but she's pretty good.
Har's not been great this time. He's been weirdly slow.
It's probably your fault, though.
Yeah,
I mean, everything's my fault according to you guys.
usually.
Well, no, just when it comes to characters and how good they are.
Like, Jill is the better of the two now because she's actually fast. Whereas Har is
Jill's
not
super.
fast. He doesn't die, but he's not fast. Naisala, you are a king. You can full shift.
Sure. Oh, who the fuck is typing?
Not me.
I'm conversating.
Why are you typing so loudly?
He's conversating.
Conversating.
That wasn't me.
Is it really worth kicking when you could just be playing the game?
Yeah, that's the argument I'm having with myself right now.
Yeah, you want to get Stefan, don't you?
I just want to get Stefan. This has been a very irritating stream. I would just like to get Stefan and be done.
Oh, that's tough.
We're gonna have an FFA after this.
We could.
I'm free. I have to wake up, or I do have to wake up early tomorrow to work on a paper.
Race
I did have
Minister
my-
McCain, I take it we may begin. Champions of the goddess, crush these heretics. Give them their
Why you
reward
look
for
like
rebelling
that?
against our goddess.
Dude looks like.
So
He
there's
just
two
looks
bosses on
ugly.
this chapter. Okay.
Delphi, how many more chapters we have left?
Too many.
We've done 3.
This
So we
is
have, like,
4th.
5. We have like 3 more real chapters and then 6 short ones.
Do the
What?
epilogue chapters have fighting in them?
No, epilogue. Well, I'm not really counting epilogue. I'm just counting maps that have bosses on them or like gameplay on them.
So there's like 6 maps that have a little bit of gameplay, and then like 3 real ones.
So there's 6 maps that are pretty small. Like I'd consider this like a medium-sized map for this game. It's about like a quarter. Well, not a quarter. It's like half the size of this map. Or there are some maps that are like a quarter of the size of this map, and the second half of this part. And then this next 2 chapters are pretty big too.
So it's 3 left, 3 big ones left, including this one.
Yes.
We can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, Har's
You know
asleep.
what would be an
Awesome.
interesting? You know what would be a cool book adaptation?
What?
What?
Oh, where the wild things are.
That
Yeah,
book, that
you like
book
that?
was awesome as a kid, but I'm not sure how much plot they could realistically get out of it.
You can make it like an animated TV special, not like a movie.
What if you made it an edgy teen drama?
Where the wild things are, but the main character is now an emo teen.
Yeah,
An
but
emo
like
teen,
where
and
the
they show
wild
them having
things are,
lots of
but-
gratuitous underage sex because that's what they do.
Yeah, Where the Wild Things Are, but like in the style of Euphoria.
God, no, that book
What are the monsters then? Are they just like orgy
Okay.
monsters?
Where the Wild Things Are, but in the style of
the Muppets.
Mission Impossible.
Like honestly, any you could adapt pretty much anything into the Muppet style and it would be watchable.
Where the Wild Things Are, but it's a mafia movie.
You know, if you're making something based off of something, you probably want to keep the original tone of the thing as opposed to turning Riverdale into a grimdark, edgy teen drama.
We should stop
I
talking
saw a
about
movie.
Riverdale, as funny as it is.
I saw
It's
a
just
movie
fun to
recently
shit on it.
I saw a video recently, and it was analyzing how like the Giver movie was basically turned into like a romantic movie, and I'm like, and how that like didn't really work as like an adaptation. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, I read The Giver in like 7th grade.
It was a very good movie, or not movie, book.
The book was fine.
Yeah, the book's pretty decent.
I kind of freaked out when they got to the part where they literally just execute a baby by sticking a needle in his forehead.
Oh yeah, it makes me uncomfortable.
Needles are scary. I don't like needles.
Not even about the needles for me. I just don't. I'm just personally not a big fan of infanticide.
No, that's another problem.
True.
Drippy true.
You know, did you know that book got sequels?
No.
Yeah, there is a Giver sequel.
There's like 4. It's like a 4 or 5 part thing.
I do that.
Wow.
The ending to like the original
When
Giver is
Zelfie
meant to be, like,
knows.
that's one of the few. Okay, you know what? I could talk about one in here. You guys have a good night.
But whatever you could say cannot possibly make it worse if it's about the Giver, so.
I was gonna say, I remember reading that book during middle school, and we were talking about like how the author wanted the ending to be ambiguous.
Yeah.
And then my teacher appropriately called it like a cop out.
Okay. When the teacher doesn't understand creative writing.
And we're like, yeah, sure, you can do that, but you end up with like, it's like Alice in Wonderland, right? That's what she compared it to. It's like whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought they died at the end. I was shocked that there was like sequels.
You know, it was a book I read as a kid, City of Ember. That was.
Oh yeah,
that was my
I remember that one. That one was cool.
I never got to read that one, but it was always on the bookshelf.
That one also had a shitload of sequels that I just never got around to reading.
Yeah, there were.
What was City of Embers? Wasn't it about like an underground city?
Yeah, the underground city called Ember.
Yeah.
And the plot happens because they're running out of resources because everything down there is finite.
Yeah. And then what?
Okay, spoilers for City of Ember. If you didn't read as a child, grow up. Basically, they are afraid to go outside. Some people think that like the people who led them down there are going to come back. Some people are like, no, we must leave. Turns out basically that the founders intended them to leave like 100 years earlier, but like the message didn't get across somehow. So they end up leaving, and there is actually civilization, and then everything is okay.
Well, that's great.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was okay.
It was fine. I thought the first book, because I read it relatively late. I read it in like 5th or 6th grade. I thought it kind of rushed through the plot a bit, but it was fine.
Oh, he has a killer bow. That's neat.
It is neat. It would be a problem if it crit.
Yeah. Did any of you guys ever read Maximum Ride?
No.
The name sounds
Okay.
familiar, but I'm not sure if I read it.
Okay, just me.
Can you
Yeah,
describe it? Maybe I've read it.
It's about a bunch of and they're basically like kids with wings, and they escape from a laboratory and they try to live on their own, and then they get roped into other drama because they're
Oh,
basically.
I've heard of it, but I have not read it.
Same. Like Kids with
it
Wings
was-
sounds awesome though. I'm surprised I never got around to it.
I do remember this vaguely.
There was like these. I forgot what they're called. It wasn't like shredders, or maybe it was, and like chased them around.
Like paper
it was written by
shredders?
James Patterson.
Yeah, it was like okay. I didn't really have any strong opinions about it, but it seemed okay.
I liked it. That was probably my favorite series. I binged the shit out of that. In, like,
did you
fifth
guys?
grade.
Did any of you guys ever remember / read the 39 Clues books?
Yeah, that was the thing that we read in class during like elementary school. We read.
I remember getting the first one, which was it was numbered like the first one of a new arc, but it wasn't the actual first one, so I was just very confused.
So the thing about 31 or 39, whatever the fuck it is they're all written by different artists.
Yeah.
Or authors, which is unique, but also you get like some really high highs and you get some really low lows from what I remember.
No, it's an interesting idea, and I love that it encourages you to like solve the mystery because it gives little pieces of evidence with each book, assuming you don't find them in a library somewhere.
Yeah.
But
speaking of series, I remember the series Sylvie. I think you retweeted it, Mia. It's like the Treehouse.
oh yeah,
Magic
I
Treehouse?
literally learned to read on those books. Oh my god.
That shit was fire.
I literally learned to read on those books. I think I still have them somewhere. Like, I fucking loved them as a kid. The Magic Treehouse was like, oh my god, I remember.
Yeah, those were
I fucking learned to read on those. I did not know there was like an anime movie. I'm gonna have to watch that at some point. So holy shit, stop putting everyone to sleep.
That shit's using Among Us.
Yeah.
Cheryl, do you think about the words that come out of your mouth sometimes?
She said they're putting him to sleep. Among Us, Gussie.
Why are you allowed to talk?
Those are my thoughts.
You don't have any thoughts. Your head is empty.
Head empty, Among Us.
You have no thoughts that are coherent and worth saying.
I am Fuecoco in real life. Yes.
We've established this. That's why
you run into glass doors.
I know someone who actually did run into a glass door once. It was like midnight, so she thought the door was open. It was not open. She committed.
Did it break?
What?
Did it break?
The door.
No, the door didn't break. Neither did her nose, for the record.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, this Brave Axe is getting a lot of mileage.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm trying to think of what other like name series I read, because I know the one I mostly read wasn't super popular. And I'm trying not to name Harry Potter because fuck that. I read a lot of like Star Wars books as a kid. This probably is not a surprise, but I don't know, like with the Star Wars expanded universe and heck, even the films, it's always like very, very inconsistent. But I think most of the books are at least fine. There aren't really any that are super awful.
Mm-hmm.
Do I throw a javelin at this archer? That's a terrible idea. We have not achieved Stefan yet. The enemy is putting up more resistance than I would like. Yeah, I'll vote for Sigrun. I think one of the most disappointing parts of Radiant Dawn is how minimal Soren's part has been this whole game.
Yeah, he really hasn't been relevant. Like his family has, but he himself hasn't.
His character went downhill. He got married.
Like, he doesn't even report on shit anymore. It's so sad.
Dude, that's exactly like where's the Ike report?
Hey, Sword. Hey, Sword got a new friend with Skrimir.
This is true. He made a friend. I can still sacrifice under silence, which I guess is interesting.
She can sacrifice herself, but you cannot hear her screams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like going whole chapters with Soren getting like one line or no lines is so depressing.
Kind of a sad moment.
And like, it's not even like Soth or whoever reports the same thing for Micaiah. They just forgot about that. Like, I miss having Cheryl do the mandatory line every time, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we should just make up our own reports.
In this report, Micaiah sucked ass. Meg was great.
EK, I've come with the latest report. Micaiah, she sucks ass, as per usual.
MVP was Meg, as per usual. We were carried by the guy that gave you this chapter.
Oh yeah, you might have heard of him.
Okay. Let's just get everyone to the sand area. God, why can't Sanaki use staves? This would be so much easier if she could use staves. Alright. Enemy phase. Yeah, like at least Titania is still somewhat around, although she's getting less lines too. The problem with Radiant Dawn is all the good characters get less lines, and instead we get literal who's.
Well, I mean, they brought Ike back, but like the game isn't entirely about Ike anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was just Ike's endeavors. Now we're following Valencia and Micaiah.
Yeah, Valencia deserved more chapters. She's like a really good character. Micaiah deserved less. Micaiah and her army of literal who's.
Hey, you got Teronia there.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got
but
the voice.
new characters. Okay. At least Micaiah has renewals, so she can renew. That is a lot of units, TG. How are you doing, by the way? Nice crit, Nisala. Don't even have to deal with the bowgun. Yeah. I don't know, the Dawn Brigade are just so bland. Like, Edward is like a sword fighter who's the guy that you get at the start of the game that we benched as soon as possible.
Leonardo.
He's a sword guy that is very confident about his skills. Leonardo is a bow guy who is more pessimistic than Leonardo. Nolan is old.
Well, it's about the spice we add. Like we make Edward and Leonardo gay. Leonardo's
We
a
didn't make that.
surfboard.
The game pretty much did it for us.
Well,
I think we definitely added a lot of lines in about cocksucking. I don't think the game
I didn't sign off on those.
What's wrong with the old sloppy toppy 3000?
Cheryl, shut the fuck up.
It's almost the end of stream. Can't just
1,
kick me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have to get here. Can I, mark it? I can't. Online Pichu is a pain, but you're enjoying it very much. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that.
But Pichu.
Yeah, like Pikachu, but cooler.
I like Pikachu, but ass.
Pichu's broken, but just not as broken as Pikachu, so they're...
So they're bad? Yes.
I know someone who thinks Pichu is the second best character in the game.
Who?
Any
Do they
guesses on who
live
they
in
think first is,
2019? Are they stuck in a time paradox, Mia?
No, they just think the rats are the top two. I think they're dumb because it's clearly Joker. Hey, Naysala, you're good at not dying. Can you, like, kill these guys until Har wakes up? Okay, stream is going until we get Stefan or die trying.
Can you not die?
I would like to not die.
Can we still Fefe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pogs chant.
Poggers.
I saw someone mauled the other day. This is going to come off really stupid because it was. They mauled it after a tour game because their opponent C-teamed them, and they thought that their opponent C-teaming them meant that their opponent wasn't confident enough to bring a regular team. So she was mad that the guy didn't either thought she was so good that he had to C-team her, or wasn't confident enough in himself, so he had to C-team her.
That's... what?
Did that at least make sense, though, or do I need to explain again?
It does make sense, but it also doesn't, you know?
Okay, as long as you understand what I was trying to say. Yeah, she was like, I'm just so, like, annoyed that you, like, C-team me because, like, you know, if this was a real team tour, you would have gotten washed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, I don't know why you weren't confident enough in yourself to bring a regular, you know, consistent team. I'm like, okay, chill out. Chill out.
Like, okay, or you're the one that lost.
She got she got fucking rolled. Like, it wasn't close. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, people will C-team you sometimes. You just have to, like, take the L and move on.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, like when Mia got C-teamed by Pokeem, if anything, that
It was fun.
showed that Pokeem respected her enough to actually go through her replays and see what she used.
Yeah. Like, Pokeem could have just steamrolled me. And then like, oh, this is a no-name who got this far off of Aurora Vale.
If Pokeem actually watched my replays and, like, built teams to prep for me, I would be so
I was
flattered.
quite flattered.
I'd fucking not.
I was quite flattered. I was slightly annoyed at the time, but it was more of that, like, bemused way, you know? I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah, like, when you get like, owned in prep, like, you just have to be like, ah, man, I got beaten.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Like, it's different than choking. If you get owned in prep, you just take the L. You're like, all right, that happened.
Yeah. No, AMC TVing me was quite funny. Because not only did he predict that I was going to bring Vale, he predicted the exact game in which I was going to bring Vale.
What was it, game 2?
Game 2, yeah.
That's quite funny.
Shoutouts to Gator for building that team, and Zelfie for building the Baton Pass team last. I need to break something in Gen 8 with a team one of you guys makes. It's our generational tradition at this point.
Alright, Mia, I'm making you sign up for Balanced Hackmons Open.
Oh god. Only if you pass me teams.
No, I wouldn't make you play BH. I'd make you play at least a bearable tier.
Yeah, something that's not just super stall heavy.
I hate stall. Yes, I can subscribe to that.
They're so powerful. Are we destined to perish here?
Is it Stefan?
No, it's just Micaiah being a bitch. Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi, Zelgius.
My maiden.
Oh yeah,
Hold
you're
on a
Celsius
little
now.
longer. I am here. I'm Zelgius?
No, this is Zelgius.
The Black Knight and Zelgius.
Well, I mean, you are Zelgius, but yeah.
That's funny that I voiced both of them.
Yeah,
I think Zelfie
that was
set that up on
intentional.
purpose. Because he was strangely insistent on you being Zeltius.
It's because we're both very cute with dark hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember when we figured this out. I think it was literally the final chapter, part 3.
Yeah, no, it happened like right after the world ends. Renulf comes up and is like, "Hey, Ike. First off, I'm alive. Hi." And also, Zeltius and the Black Knight are the same person.
Wait, so do you get to control the Black Knight?
Not right now. He's a green unit. I'm assuming we might get to him if we talk to Micaiah, or we talk to him with Micaiah, but...
Are we going to recruit Stefan then
We're
as the stream,
recruiting
or are we going to battle
Stefan.
save right now?
Also,
Cool.
holy fuck, can Soth and Har wake up?
No.
How long is sleep in this game?
I don't know.
Thank you, very
I
high.
don't remember.
Because Naysala is not entirely tanky.
Naysala looks like Corviknight.
He does. Corviknight with longer legs.
I don't think I've ever gotten a Corviknight in FFAs.
Yeah.
Does Corviknight even exist in FFAs?
Yeah.
Yes, I've gotten him before, but he's not really
Didn't
that
it have
good.
like mirror armor or something silly?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
mirror
mirror armor
armor.
could be decent, but it's
It's just bad magic bounce, unfortunately.
Corviknight would only work if you also had like D shield plus regen or something stupid.
No, I
then
should
you're
have
just
brought
fat.
full heals into Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. You are correct.
Steel flying is such a bad typing in inverse, though.
Yeah, anything with steel is just really not good in inverse.
Being quad weak to Grass Eagle Glide also doesn't help.
No, being quad weak to like just random grass moves like fucking Giga Drain Comfy. Or doesn't that exist?
I think my favorite comfy. Okay, go around and name your favorite comfy set. I quite like Sub Leech Calm Mind Draining Kiss because I feel like it's extra cancer.
Yeah. I'm not going to say Vinthay because that was why it got banned from...
Leech Protect.
Sub-Leech Text got
Kiss.
it banned from Gen 7 Shitmons.
What did?
Sub-Leech
Vinthay.
Seed Protect Draining Kiss.
That doesn't even sound that bad.
We have like 2 Leech Seed immunities.
But like, I feel like Calm Mind would be more cancer, but I guess not.
No, with Toxic Spikes
when you
up,
combine
literally
it
stalled out the whole
with
team.
T-Spikes, and then you just stall.
Yeah. And it's
Just
very-
run
was
Survivor.
It was just pretty obscene.
No, you sound like Drap, who ran Survivor and realized, wait, this mon is kind of ass in OU.
How is it in UU?
It's fine. It's
alright.
like B rank. It
How
doesn't
good
resist.
is
It's frail and hard to get in, but it hits hard once it's on the field.
How good is Zangoose in
It was
newer
like,
gen Shitmons?
it was like B plus. It is not. It does not exist in.
It doesn't exist
Right.
in Gen 8, but it was pretty decent in Gen 7. It's just like one of the normal types.
Mhm.
You guys
It's
remember
hard.
Zangoose in XY RU? That shit was funny. Or was it
I
Oros?
remember
Gotta kill that archer first.
Oras and you, Zingoose.
You
Yeah,
guys, what was your favorite random trend in Oros RU? I think mine was Substrika.
yeah. I think the funniest one was when people decided Jump Bluff was good for a week.
For what? Was it like Sub Leech?
SD with
Oh,
no
that's
item.
right. And then people were
My
like,
all-time favorite was during Kingdra era, where we ran Assault Vest Lapras.
Assault Vest Lapras, let's go!
Speaking of Assault Vest, there's so many fucking random Assault Vest mods in, I guess, in doubles. Like, what the fuck? Like, Assault Vest Rayquaza?
Yeah,
Assault Vest
Yeah, that
X-Cloud?
shit's kind of
like X-Cloud at least makes more sense than Assault Vest Ray. Oh, fucking hell. Can you reach Sanaki? You cannot. Okay, we've got a turn to figure that guy out. Yeah. No, Zebstrika was funny. I remember Vileplume as well, because Spirit refused to believe in it.
What did Vileplume even do? Oh, check like
It checks Scrafty.
It takes Scrafty. and it had
also,
Moonblast.
Well, it also checks up Brazion, I guess. And then people started running Zen Headbutt Brazion.
Because Venusaur was a thing.
And also Wheezing. You guys remember Wheezing?
Yeah,
Yes.
Weezing and Golbat were like kind of things, but mostly Venusaur.
Golbat was real and early in the gen.
Yeah.
I just remember, I feel like my building back then was just like Koba plus like Golbat, and then like yeah.
Cobalion was just the ultimate glue.
Die. Are you Cobalion?
What was?
Cobalion.
Oh,
mod.
Cobalion, yeah. Did it get banned? I think
No,
it
it
did.
just
No, it just
naturally
moved
rose
up.
up.
Oh, that's sad.
And then it became like an A+ UU mod.
Well, Cobalion was so good into Regimola. Like,
It
if
was.
Cobalion was free right now, the tier would be much more bearable.
I like it.
I mean, Oros
People
are
aren't even
fine,
running
but, like,
Regimola that much anymore. Slowking's the wave.
because people realize regen is broken. No, I mean, Mola has regen, but, like, Slowking regen is broken.
Oh my god, that's a lot of units. Gee, I sure wish that Soth and Har would wake the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
can
god,
probably
this
check
poor-
how long they're asleep for.
You should just enforce sleep clause.
Why are they attacking him? They're just going to die.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining, but come on, guy. Like this guy, he literally just saw a guy try and shoot the Black Knight. Didn't do nothing and then died. He's like, yep, this is perfect. Sign me up.
No, they're doing it
Oh my
again.
god. Okay, maybe this is just natural selection taking its course.
Yeah. And realistically, if there's one dude, everyone's like, we can all jump out of it once, so we'll be able to get it.
I mean, usually in real life, numbers win out, but Zelgius is simply not a real person.
He's simply built different.
He really is.
Also, this would explain why we can't play Zelgius in Path of Radiance.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense now, because we were fighting him this whole time.
Why was he being bad and good?
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
Fire Emblem.
Him and Sephiron are just off doing something. They're probably aware that Micaiah is like the actual ruler of Benyon.
They're off on an adventure to save Christmas.
Yeah.
I think Skirmir is in the exact spot that.
You know what's so funny about that? There's actually a Christmas Sephiron alt.
Oh my god, you're kidding. Send a picture.
I'm not kidding. I will.
No!
Where's Meg?
Shit.
Did you let someone die?
No, not yet. Skirmir
Not yet.
untransformed at the wrong time.
Skirmir, why are you being a cocky?
Yeah, there it is. Christmas Sephiron.
Cheryl, playing in Ranbats right now on PS.
Okay. Yo, that ult's
Oh my god.
Okay.
That
you
actually
go,
kind of
Sephiron.
works.
Sephiron got the drip.
There's also a Christmas Sanaki in Latina.
Showdown.
Alright, I'll be on in a second.
It's also the NFE room is like abolished. You can't troll
Yeah.
it.
It's so
Can't troll it
based.
anymore. I mean, no one's really gonna miss it, let's be real.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
because
Martin-
nobody was on it. That shit was
Martin came
dead.
back from her slumber of just being inactive to come and be like, no, don't delete the NFE room. You don't do anything. Why are you complaining?
No, like that shit was deader than a dead
And now
person.
I don't have to share a room with Toother.
You and Toother get a room.
No, he's French. Fuck that.
That's
Whoa,
something.
whoa.
Listen,
What?
listen. You could have like jumped at like any other problem, but you chose the fact that he's French.
Yeah, not the fact that he's racist, not the fact that he's conservative, not the fact that he's just not funny.
No, I just
Oh,
wanted you
that's
guys
pretty
to bring that up
racist.
because Finn, especially, you spent the most time around Toother.
Cheryl looks up.
Oh, sorry.
Please hit
It's
the
Gen
spear.
7. Ooh, that dude's kind of drippy.
Gen
Oh
7,
my God.
aka every random mon has a choice scarf.
Dude,
What, Cheryl?
I forgot that Shodan has the custom Typhlosion model. It's so fucking good.
What's
Yeah.
a custom Typhlosion model?
It's
I'll
a
bring it.
custom model
Just
of
look
Typhlosion.
at it.
It's really good. It's what it should be.
Oh, wait, do they have history Typhlosion?
No, they don't have Hisuian things yet.
And they're in the game. They're in.
Yeah,
the
they're
setup,
in
so, like,
CS, but yeah. Should
Oh
I
my
bring
fucking
Sheer
God.
Force Serene Grace, Cheryl?
Okay, one more turn
Oh,
asleep on Har, 2 on South.
My team doesn't really have good abilities.
My team is fucking doggy.
Same.
Donkey dookie ass abilities. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh wait, no, I have some decent mons.
Oh, I got some fire. I got some horses.
Me, I have nothing. Also, me has adaptability and sheer force.
Oh yeah. Go Finn. Go Finn. Oh yeah. A very cancer loadout, I must add.
I miss Arceus.
like a user or like the Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
The
Arceus is so
mon.
cool.
It's like
The
is there a
mon's just
user
not
about
there.
it? Yeah. But to be fair, that thing gets Omni Judgment now, so like
Mhm. That's not coming out of Legends, though. Let's just be real.
no one is.
What is Omni Judgment?
TLDR,
it's a
Arceus
judgment
is a
that-
Oh
plate
yeah,
in
yeah.
Legends. that
Arceus
lets-
gets like its own plate
Yeah.
now that
Arceus
makes it
gets-
extremely broken.
Yeah, so Arceus gets a new special plate that basically acts like protein, but the protein changes its type to be as effective against you. So, for example, if you're a Quagsire, it'll change it to a grass type and deal grass type judgment. And then if you swap out into like a Ferrothor, it'll change it to a fire type and deal fire type judgment.
Cheryl, you like that?
No. What do I do? What do I do?
Oh, that didn't kill?
Yeet. I probably should. Yeah, I should just fire blast. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Haha. Wait, I just fucked myself.
Why? Oh yeah,
Because
you read Sun plus Airlock. You're dumb.
It's so we discovered in Gen 8 that Airlock doesn't transfer for some reason.
Oh, okay.
This is Gen 7 though, so maybe it will. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
That's damage. I also did 0. I mean, okay.
What the fuck you gonna do? Oh.
Ooh. Oh, you're mega. You.
Dude, megas and FFAs would be so much fun. Oh my God.
know.
Well, Lacane is going poof.
Alright, time to murder you. Get that out of there.
Yeah, I'd fuck off too if I saw fucking Black Knight.
Yeah, that's fair. No, we can't access head yet. We didn't get into range. I'm sure there's a way to like turbo that with Naysala or whoever.
What the fuck is this? No, you see, look at this model, Finn. This shit's so fucking fire. Like, you got the flames on. It's got this.
It's a pretty drippy model.
It's pretty drippy. Also, I'm gonna kill you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
My strongest soldier, Typhlosion. I don't know. I'm just gonna kill you.
You're not gonna kill me.
I don't know why I did that.
I think my parents' dog is like scratching at the door, but not the room I'm in, the door next to me that nobody's in.
He must be hearing spirits in there.
Probably. I swear this house is haunted. Not as haunted as like the last house I lived in, but
What the fuck?
But
What, Cheryl? What?
I hate Zemus.
proves
I'm
he
not-
moves. Or
Humans are
acts.
so base.
Hazy moves too.
hey Celsius, do you
these
want to move
shits
up here,
are
please?
cancer. I'm gonna lose. Oh
Why would you-
wait.
that did a lot.
Yeah, I'm fucking pure power. Oops. I think I just eat.
GG.
The power of pure power megalopony. Yeah.
That's so cancer.
Is there a way to put like megas into Gen 8? Like free for alls? Why? Why?
Well, I don't think you can. I don't think they have. I don't think you could do free for alls in old gens.
This game is for poo-poo heads.
Holy
Shirley-
shit, everyone's alive again.
Gen 6.
Except Soth. Soth's still
Golden
asleep,
Age.
so we do actually have to stay here.
Yes, the golden age of Pokemon.
Oh my god, why is
Six.
fucking Naolucci so bad? I forgot.
He's an old fucking geezer. What do you expect?
Something a little less tragic.
Wait, Finn,
Just,
Finn
like,
you're
asking
gonna
your grandpa
love one of my
to
mons.
Yes, fucking dude.
What, Cheryl?
You're gonna love one of my mons.
Well, to be
Oh,
fair,
I don't
I
think I
did
would.
go watch some amateur fights sort of recently, and I saw this like maybe like 22-year-old get the shit beat out of him by like some 60-year-old grandpa.
Good
It
for
was
him,
the
good for the
funniest shit
grandpa.
ever.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude, I wish I was recording it, but the match was like over so quickly. Like the other kid was not even that badly built. He didn't have like he wasn't like fat or like tubby, but he didn't exactly have muscle either. He had like bulk on him, right? And fucking grandpa comes in and beats the shit out of him. It was the funniest thing ever.
Cheryl,
Alright,
I
Marcy,
have
pick
like
up Soth.
Cheryl, I have 5 rain mons with no drizzle.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I don't think Ileana's gonna be able to pick up Seth. Yeah,
All right, fuck
No.
it. You're gonna be drizzle and you're
I
gonna
at least
like
just
it.
wanted Soth out of the way.
yeah. You do realize you can dance 2 units at a time with Leanne.
Not while she's untransformed.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, she can. So how Racing works is Racing, fuck. Okay, Raphael dances all 4 people around him. Racing can dance people and has Kanto. And then Leanne dances the person in front of the unit you chose, or like the unit you chose, and the unit on the opposite side of her.
Interesting. I assume they all worked like Racing.
No, they're all different. So like, Raphael doesn't have flight. He can dance all 4.
Giratina.
But doesn't have Kanto. The Racing only dances 1, but he has Kanto.
And then Racing can transform and dance all 4.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, I just assumed it was like Nilsson Ninian.
Nah. They're functionally different. You actually only get a choice of bringing one of them. And most people would bring like Raphael because
Har
he can
is
dance 4 people
literally
at once.
getting doubled. This is tragic. Oh no, you got crit for 6 damage.
Gliscor.
They score.
God, they gave Gliscor rocks in Legends. You guys are not prepared.
It had rocks in old gens.
Did it?
Yes.
Yeah, they gave it spikes.
Oh, spikes.
Yeah.
Well, they
and
gave it
you
more
know-
ways to be a problem.
I think the funniest part
Oh my
is
god.
they give Landers doesn't
What
have
did you get?
Scorpion
Oh,
Tail,
fucking
right?
kick Leon. No,
Landers
Finn, this
doesn't
is
have
cancer.
Scorpion
I
Tail,
hate.
so instead they gave Landers its own signature move that
7,
also
8,
burns.
9, 10,
It's really
11,
funny.
12, 13.
I
What's
No,
wrong with my
GG.
team? Oh,
You have protein
No,
glycogen.
shit.
It's the next tile down.
I was counting this as 1, not 0.
So, yeah, you're done.
Shut up.
I think fighting Gliscor might be like one of the worst experiences in. I just do not like fighting that mod.
Man, you're gonna really wish you had another brain.
Yeah, no, this Brave Axe has been very helpful, and I will be very sad to see it go.
Why are you faster? Stop! Stop! I'm I have levitate. Excuse me.
Levitate doesn't transfer.
That's so
We've learned that
stupid.
that is one of the things in shared power that doesn't. Oh my god, Cheryl, it's your son or your wife.
I've brought the Simi.
Oh, I thought Finn brought Simi forward just to spite you.
No, it's Cheryl.
I brought the Simi. Alright, name a switcher.
Ow. Not nice.
Alright, nobody die for one more turn so we can get Stefan.
Drip, drip, drip.
That's what I call damage.
Selfie, do you remember your voice for Stefan, or?
No.
He likes sand.
Yeah,
He does like
I
sand.
remember my voice for Stefan.
Awesome. How could you make Radiant Dawn and then put the best character in Path of Radiance behind Part 4?
Cheryl!
What?
I miss Soul Dust.
No, you gotta go eat.
What?
Okay, that probably would have killed any. I'm adaptability. That probably would have killed.
Adapt. Fuck you. You're ugly.
Adapt these nuts in your mouth. Yeet. Right now I clean with my fishy.
Where's my effect spore? That was hacks. That was hacks.
There's no hacks involved, just
That's weird.
outplaying. You got it as you died. That's hilarious.
Mia, I had protein, poison heal, regenerator, effect spore, and it was very funny.
Hey.
Ah, yes, finally! A team!
Yo, I got. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about these mods.
My team is beast. AF.
And not sandbagging this team more likely than you think.
Alright,
The team is very good.
it is time.
Oh, also, you know what was funny? Wouldn't have been able to activate that conversation anyways. Wonder why?
Silence.
Yeah, but Kai wouldn't be able to speak.
Okay.
Bruh.
Well, then it's time next turn because I healed Jill.
Gotta go fast.
Girl, hurry up.
Mia, just
Gotta
do
go
this all day. I want to go to bed.
That's fair. Are we doing a free for all after this?
I'm
Yes.
down for 1 or 2, but you need to hurry up.
I've brought Ragnaros.
Sure, it's already over.
Remember when Sun and Moon tried to implement free for alls, but it was just like whoever got the most kills won?
Bro, that was
Whoever got
the
the most
worst
kills after
game
one
ever.
person died.
Yeah.
That was just awful. But like nobody really complains about it because they also had a fucking Festival Plaza.
Fuck Festival Plaza. That and Rotom are the two worst features in Sun and Moon.
Sure, hurry up.
Like, how do you go from the greatest online of all time to the worst?
Good question.
It appears to me that you have.
Mio!
I already healed with Micaiah.
Why'd you do that?
Because Jill was gonna die.
If you fucking die here,
I'm trying not to die here, and I'm being yelled at by Selfie.
Mia, please. We've been waiting for this
We've been deprived of Stefan for this whole game. I'm taking extra care to make sure we don't have to reset before
That one dude is just, not feeling it today. He didn't even attack. He didn't even try.
Even attack. Just like, nope. Not bothering.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
oh shit, hi. Not my fault.
Vigoroth. What the? No!
Oh, was your axe broken? That's so sad.
Yeah, rip.
Sure it was.
Finn.
Well, she doubles this guy.
This Vigoroth doesn't even have slack off.
Rip.
What's the point?
To make you suffer.
Dog, this Vigoroth was gonna be broken. Like Prankster or slack off. And it's slower than an Ursaring?
Cheryl, I have Swift Swim.
Oh, right.
Yo, Perma Rain in Gen 5 free for alls would be so cancer.
Yeah,
really
that's fucking stupid. Too bad I also brought it.
Kyogre.
Kyogre. What the fuck? I don't even have Aqua Jet on this fucking Chrono.
No, Sanaki can get a kill.
Yep, Sanaki can get a kill if she hits.
These are horrible movesets. I just lose.
Flame
Get owned.
By the way, Sanaki is forced into the end game.
Yeah, you told me that before, which is why I'm like kind of trying to use her.
Yeah.
Come on.
And for the most part, she's not gonna get tired. She starts out kind of slow. All she does is
Cargo.
Someone
she
really
hits
hard.
reasonably hard, and that's about it.
Come Cargo, no.
Oh, this guy doubles Sigmund.
No.
Yeah.
Naoluchi. Or not Naoluchi, Naysala.
This isn't fair.
I can just send Naysala there, yeah.
Not come Cargo.
That was funny as fuck. If I had to rank them, I would say Gen 7 is number 1, then I feel like 5 is funny, and then maybe 8 and 6.
For the raid bath scene?
Yeah, well, yeah, because 5 is funny just because perma weather.
I feel like anything past older than
I don't like these Gen 5
movesets.
Yes, that does seem like the funniest, TBH.
Like anything pre-Gen 5 probably just doesn't have enough fun abilities to make it worthwhile.
No, we did Gen 4 Mia, and it was all like pressure and multi-scale and just cancer.
That sounds about right.
Wait, multi-scale's in
Multi-scale
Gen 4?
isn't even in Gen 4.
Or it was just like pressure and like just stupid abilities.
Anyway, it's time for the Sandman.
Let's go throw some stuff away real quick.
Why don't you throw away these nuts? Cheryl accept.
Okay. Which tier is this?
Here, wait. I'm gonna voice him like Cheryl now. Hello. How can I help?
Where the fuck is... he said he had to go throw away some stuff, but he picked now?
Yes.
Look at the goat on the screen.
He got more hair. He got more hair in his eyes. He looks angrier. These 3 years have not been kind to him because he hasn't been in the fucking game until now.
Yeah, he wants to talk about
I've decided to cancel you.
Where the fuck is Zelfie?
He's coming back.
Oh my god. These.
Sorry, I was
Sorry.
eating an orange. Ugh. Hello.
You're eating an orange?
I was. Hello. How can I help you?
Sophie, it's not you. It's me.
What?
I'm the fawn. What the
Oh wait,
fuck?
no, I'm the other one. They're all white. They're all white and basic.
You and I were born under the same fate.
Finn, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this.
Same thing.
Why?
Do you also
This
carry the mark?
Ludicolo is own tempo.
Oh,
I
you
don't
biography,
know
that's
who you are, or why you're fighting, or why. But attacking my kid in the desert is the same as attacking me. Hell no, let them leave this place in peace.
Excadrill.
My friend, may I ask your name?
Me? When you ask for someone's name, isn't it proper to give your name first?
Wouldn't it be really funny if you showed up right now?
Maybe. You's busy dropping shit all over the place for herons to pick up and to remind you that there's a mechanic where you can find random shit on the ground.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I'm
Cheryl.
Micaiah. Sometimes I'm you,
no.
but that's not important right now.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And I'm Stefan. I'll bet.
So
I
much.
hope you like sand.
Jesus
Because we're about
Christ.
to get
Oh, that's right, because of tinted lens.
course.
No. No.
And
Oh, wait,
just
I'm
like
over
that, he's here!
He's so
We're
good too.
here
He's
to
so
say, are you fucking
good.
serious?
Look at that
Yeah.
strength stat. Look at that speed stat.
Yeah, I'm scarred too.
I just lose.
Alright, we are half an hour over time, but we did it! We got the Sandman, he's back! We can talk about sand some more.
Woo!
Cheryl, I'm sorry about what I'm supposed to do to you. I really feel bad.
Sand! Thank you, Sev.
Sand.
Alright, good night, everybody. We'll be back to use Stefan more on Saturday, but also on Thursday we'll be doing something new and different.
I can't do it.
I brought Psycho Boost Contrary.
Good night, everybody.